step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Good morning, everybody. Oh, good morning, Mzansi. And yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. The man is back, and look
What?
at that
I don't
hand.
understand.
Is something
I don't understand what you mean. Oh, it is so good to be back. Good morning, you beautiful souls. I've missed you so much.
We've missed you. You look so different. You are officially a married man. Does this mean that I can't say that you look hot in a polo neck anymore?
Now you must say it. Now I need it even more. Oh, it is so good to be back in this beautiful place. I can't tell you how much I missed the country. I missed you guys at home. I missed you guys on air. It has been the most incredible journey. I feel so blessed. I also feel a little bit like Frodo in Lord of the Rings. I have not left this alone from the second that it's been put on. I think Linz is so worried I'm going to lose it. But it feels so special. It was so, after 3 years of build-up, it was still so much better than anything I could have dreamed for, could have hoped for. It was amazing. So thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who sent messages, for giving me a bit of space to go and enjoy my time. It was just amazing.
We are so glad that you're back, and we can't wait to hear all about it, see all the pictures. I tried not to even go onto your social media to see anyone like sharing something of the big day, but today is the day he's going to share it with us, and he's going to share it with you at home. It is a Wednesday here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, the day where we get to spend some quality time in the kitchen. So we're going to be sprucing your ideas for lunch or supper left, right and centre. It's going to be a yummy show.
And I've missed this in particular. We're going to be joining our culinary panel, our experts like Chef Clem, who I've missed as well, and he's brought along one of South Africa's junior chef team members, Afika Kashimba. And then we're going to be gearing up for, of course, Father's Day with our human potential and parenting expert, Nikki Bush, and meeting father-daughter duo who took the internet by storm with their cover of The Prayer. I've cried about 1 million times in the last 2 weeks, and I anticipate crying again today. It's going to be beautiful.
It's okay, it's okay. All the emotions are allowed today because you're back with us. And guess what? That's not even the half of it. So sit back and relax, because we got you covered for the next 3 hours. Raul, maybe you can take some tips on this. You see what happens when you're a committed man, when you're a married man, this glow up,
you get the man muscle, dude.
I absolutely love it. And yes, Mzansi, welcome to G-Day. It is official. We are celebrating G, of course, also celebrating you. Don't forget that we love spending time with you and chatting to you on social media, and that's what we're doing this morning. So good morning to you. I hope you're having an incredible start to the morning, and if not, stick around because it's going to get even better. Now, this morning, this is what we're asking you. Obviously, with winter coming around the corner, a lot of us always in the mood to cook that much. What is your winter dish or your go-to winter dish to stretch the budget and feed the family? Now, you can share recipes on WhatsApp or use a voice note as well, and you can send it to 063-408-8863. We'd love to hear from you. I'm thinking of something like crazy. I don't know, maybe like a mince dish that you can put on the plate for day 1, and then day 2 you can maybe like put it on toast and turn it into a sloppy joe, and then like after that, I don't know, anything's possible. But let's see what crazy ideas you come up with or what you're currently doing right now. And don't forget the number and the hashtag of it's expressoshow.com. And we'd love to hear from you some interesting tips on how to make your meals and your budget stretch this winter. Of course, the magic will continue, and standing by right now to do just that is Jamie Lee Domberg with the news.
Thank you so much, Mr. De Mornay. Starting on the national front this morning, the Treasury has welcomed the International Monetary Fund's recommendations to improve South Africa's institutions for them to contribute to the sustainability of public finances. Now, this follows the visit of IMF staff to South Africa from the 26th of May until yesterday. The IMF acknowledged South Africa's progress in implementing structural reforms. They also encouraged the government to complete the implementation of the outstanding reforms as soon as possible and to seek solutions to the country's economic challenges. Then staying on the local front, the South African Social Security Agency, SASSA, intends to pay recipients of the new cycle COVID-19 Social Relief of Distress grant from the middle of this month. A Parliament Portfolio Committee meeting revealed that the delay in payment was related to the change in regulations which require applicants to undergo a means test. Now, SASSA had to procure the services of banks to conduct the means test. The means test is a consequence of the 350 Rand grant rolling over to a new legislative framework. Some 10.5 million people will receive the 350 Rand grant. Then looking to news on the international front, Belgium's King Felipe and Queen Matilda have arrived in Kinshasa at the beginning of a long-awaited week-long visit at the invitation of Congolese President Félix Tshisekedi. It is King Felipe's first visit to the DRC since ascending to the throne in 2013. Now, the visit, initially postponed due to the pandemic, has been hailed by the presidency as an opportunity for reconciliation. 2 years ago, King Felipe wrote to President Tshisekedi expressing his deepest regret for the wounds of the past. Then staying on the international front, Russia's UN ambassador has stormed out of a UN Security Council meeting after the European Council president blamed Russia's invasion of Ukraine for causing a global food crisis. Charles Michel said Russia was using food supplies as a stealth missile against the developing world, forcing people into poverty. Michel added that Russia was solely responsible for the food crisis. The Russian envoy Vasily Nebenzia then accused Michel of spreading lies. Meanwhile, Russian and Turkish defense ministers have been discussing a potential grain export corridor from Ukraine. Then listen to this. Rats are being trained to be sent into earthquake debris wearing tiny backpacks, which will enable members of rescue teams to talk to survivors. At work on this innovative project is 33-year-old research scientist Dr. Donna Keane from Glasgow in Scotland. Now, thus far, 7 rats have been trained and will be used for rescue work where victims are buried under rubble. Dogs have been used for similar purposes, but rats have an advantage due to their small size and flexibility. At the moment, homemade prototype backpacks containing microphones are being used by Keane, and she sends the rats into mock debris during training. The rodents will eventually have the chance to work in the field when they sent to Turkey, which is prone to earthquakes, to assist search and rescue teams. Their training brings to mind the gallantry of Magawa, the landmine sniffing rat from Cambodia, which was awarded a gold medal for his heroism. On that note, that is where I leave your 6 o'clock news headlines. It's time to have a first look at the sports, and the married man is back to deliver that just for you.
Thank you so much, Jamie. Having been in the epicenter of the sporting world, it's felt like for the last 2 weeks I have not had an opportunity to connect with you about the sport in 2 weeks, and I cannot wait. So let's kick it off with some English footballing news, in fact, and we start with Harry Kane, of course, scoring his 50th England goal with a late penalty to earn a Nations League draw with Germany in Munich last night. Kane was fouled by Nico Schlotterbeck with the spot kick given by the video assistant referee. The striker sent Manuel Neuer the wrong way, and Jonas Hoffmann had opened the scoring running onto a Joshua Kimmich pass before firing home. This was England's first point in the 2022-23 Nations League after they, of course, lost out to Hungary in Saturday's opener, while Germany have drawn both of their opening 2 games. Meanwhile, Italy, they continued their unbeaten start to their campaign. It was after beating Hungary 2-1 with an inexperienced lineup. The first half goals from Nicolo Barella and Lorenzo Pellegrini were enough for Roberto Mancini's men to see the job done. Then let's talk about the South African connection in rugby. South African players dominate the Vodacom United Rugby Championship, or the URC Dream Team, for the 2021-22 season. South African franchises account for 10 members of a 15-man selection determined by a media vote. The Stormers are the best represented side with 5 players making the cut. URC top try scorer Leon Zas is joined by teammates Evan Roos, Damian Willems, Siobelo Sanatla and Warwick Galant. The Bulls, they've got 3 players from their ranks in the side with Johan Grobbela, Roan Nokia and Marcel Coetzee all included, while Oxen Chair and Thomas du Toit, the only 2 representatives from the Sharks. Then a massive and brave new step forward in South African netball, as Proteas captain Bongi Msomi and stars Lanise Potgieter and Carla Pretorius were among the 24 players who became the first contracted national team players in the sport's history in this country. And of course, the Proteas, they have been pushing for these kind of steps forward for a while now, and it finally has happened. And they are going to be, well, the remainder, of course, are based in South Africa. A lot of the players are now moving to the Netball League next year, and they'll all be involved in the Netball World Cup in Cape Town next year, and an opportunity, of course, to show our mettle. And head coach Dorette Badenhorst said contracts had begun on the 1st of April. They were the right move to nudge the sport closer to professionalism, and certainly a massive step forward, as I said, to match where international netball is at the moment. And then, of course, we move on to golf now, and this one sent shockwaves through the global golfing fraternity. South Africa's top-ranked golfers, Louis Oosthuizen, Brandon Grace, and Charles Schwartzel, have all resigned their membership from the PGA Tour to play in the Saudi-backed LIV Golf Series. Now, Oosthuizen confirmed that he has given up his PGA Tour membership card at Centurion Club on Tuesday ahead of this week's inaugural LIV event. And former world number 1 and 2-time major champion Dustin Johnson, he's also resigned from the PGA Tour, with Sergio Garcia, Graham McDowell, and Kevin Na also joining that list. This week's event tees off at Centurion Club at St Albans tomorrow, and we'll have get this, a $25 million purse prize, with $4 million going to the winner. And that's where we leave our sporting headlines for now. If you missed anything, we'll touch on them again at 7 o'clock, but let's bring you up to speed with our Wednesday weather.
Thank you so much, G. Of course, it's time to take a look at the weather this morning and report on what's to come with regards to the rainfall in our country. Now, the SA Weather Service's Seasonal Climate Watch says that below normal rainfall is forecast for the southwestern half of the country, and notably above normal rainfall over parts of KwaZulu-Natal throughout the winter season. Now, this comes as heavy rains have already led to flooding, property destruction, and fatalities in the coastal province. Now, large parts of the country are reporting reasonable to good conditions in terms of crops, fault, and livestock, though flooding has resulted in damage in some of these areas. Now, in its climate advisory for the 2022 winter season, the Agriculture, Land Reform and Rural Development Department said yesterday that the parts of the Northern Cape, the Western Cape, and the Sarabatman district of the Eastern Cape continue to experience dry conditions. Now, the department said the average level of major dams had increased in most provinces after the summer rains. Well, from our weather news, we head over to our sunrise views, and we can't start the day without showcasing the sunrise images that you, Mzansi, our incredible Expresso family, have shared with us on our Expresso WhatsApp line. So we're starting off with regular photographer Luis G. Cherry, all the way from Mayberry Park, who starts our morning off with this beautiful shot of the morning sky filled with hues of blue and yellow. It seems like they are just melting into one another like an expressive cake early in the morning. Absolutely love it. And then next up, we have our very own Prosper, aka Prosper Bond, all the way from Kailicha, sharing this early morning shot of the streets lighting up as the sun begins to rise in the distance. Prosper, my man, showing off your skills there, brother. Absolutely love it. And then just a reminder that if you would like to share your sunrise images with us, then it's simple. All you got to do is send through your WhatsApp to our line. That's 063-408-8863. And we would love to showcase your sunrise image and see where you wake up wherever you are in the country. You know why we love it, because it's a smile on our dial. Now, to take a look at the temperatures across the country, starting off in Polokwane, where the day starts at a chilly 3 degrees, moving up to 22 is your max. Mbombela sees the day starting at 7 up to 23. Pretoria 6 up to a max of 22. And Johannesburg, no rain expected, but chilly conditions of 3 all the way up to 20 degrees Celsius. Over in Mahikeng now, the day starting at a nice chilly 4 degrees up to 23. Klerksdorp very similar. 2 is your low, moving up to a high of 22. Kimberley much the same, with a chill of 3 to start the day up to 21. And Bloemfontein even chillier, 1 degree starting up the day and then moving up to 22 degrees Celsius. Moving around the coast now up to Richards Bay, where your day starts at a warmer degree of 12 up to 25. Pietermaritzburg sees the day starting at 8 up to 25 degrees with no rain. Durban much the same, a warmer start of 14 up to 24. And Mthatha, a chillier one, 7 degrees, moving up to 26 degrees Celsius. Further around the coast now up to East London, where the day starts at 15 degrees Celsius up to a high of 25. No rainfall expected in much of the region. Cradock much the same. 3 is your start to the day, but up to 23 degrees Celsius. Mbecha sees a 13-degree start up to 26, and George, a chilly one, 1 degree Celsius up to 25 for the day. Over in the mother city now, the day starting at a warmer 13 degrees up to 25, almost like summer out this side. Worcester, much the same, 7 is your day starter, and then it moves up to 27 degrees Celsius. Sutherland, a little bit chillier, 2 is your day starter, and then it moves up to 18 degrees Celsius, and Uppington starting at 5 degrees Celsius up to a nice warm moderate 25 degrees. One more reminder, Mzansi, of course, to please share your beautiful sunrise images wherever you are in the country, because we absolutely love it, and I'll report on this in another hour. For now, though, let's catch up with the rest of the team and see what magic we can expect for the rest of the show.
Oh, yes, indeed. I know it's been a while since you've been, head-to-head with Raul, so we're going to put you and Raul to the test.
Great.
We're also looking for South Africa's best baking duo. That being said,
nice.
you have a chance of winning your share of 50,000 rand, so stick around for that. It could be you and your best friend.
Yeah, and if you're looking for some tips and some inspiration, the Culinary Hotline begins in just a moment. We're bringing in young chef Afika, and of course, Chef Clem is here. And we want your voice notes. Please hit us up on WhatsApp 063 408 8863 if you want to send us a voice note or connect with us, send us some crazy pictures, some beautiful creations of your own at home. That is the way to do it. The Culinary Hotline, bling, zing, zing, zing. Oh, I've missed that. Begins in just a moment. We'll see you now.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beautiful souls. This is another installment of the Culinary Hotline. Bling, ting, ting, ting. Yes, we're going to be joined by some amazing chefs this morning. Of course, Chef Clem in the driver's seat. And joining him on the panel a little bit later this morning is one of South Africa's junior chef team members, Afika Kashimba, who is absolutely amazing. Now, they're going to be answering all of your questions, all of your culinary conundrums, so make them difficult. Let's test this man. Do you have any questions for Chef Clem and Afika on all things in the kitchen? Maybe you just need a little bit of help getting out of those sticky food situations, or have a budget-friendly recipe that you want to share with us. Please, budgets are under pressure at the moment. Join in on the discussion. Send in your voice notes. You can use our brand new WhatsApp line. Well, I say brand new, it's been around for a couple of weeks. 063 408 8863.
How does it feel doing Culinary Hotline as a married
No, it feels light. No, it feels amazing. Sorry, if the glare gets in your eye, I'm sorry, man.
It's quite bright. Wow.
I understand now what you mean. I saw the change in you when you got married. You were lighter. You were a better man for it. I understand. I feel it.
Wow.
It's amazing, but I've missed you guys so much, man. I really have.
We have missed you so much.
And I've missed them. I've missed you guys, you beautiful viewers at home, because they do ask the best questions.
They do.
And
they've been asking where you've been.
Yeah, man. I've been cooking, man. I've been cooking up a storm. Yeah, man. I've been loving it. And I've been loving this idea of budget-friendly meals. So we're going to be meeting Afika a little bit later this morning, which is fantastic. But right now, we're going to connect with the people, and we're going to get into some budget-friendly meals right now. I've got to mention Gary Oakham, because he's like the OG, okay? And he likes me the most out of all of us.
That's
just
true.
so you know. Just so you know.
True.
But I love this. He said, my ultimate wallet-friendly recipe is going to a friend or family and eating there. Mahala. And that's pretty slick.
Best
Slick.
method of how to have the most budget-friendly recipe.
Okay, so now
Visit a family member,
Exactly. So if you don't have any family close by, you ain't got no friends, so you're eating alone. Let's help the people out.
This is
what
what you're going to do
with this morning?
So I love potatoes. I feel like they're the most versatile vegetable ever.
And they stretch that budget out.
I found out last night that potatoes were the first vegetable to be grown on the moon, I think it is.
What?
Right? I mean, literally, talk about amazing.
There's crops of them there on the moon. If you don't believe us,
I thought it was just cheese on the moon. Now we've got potatoes as well. So really amazing, the fact that you can buy them and they keep really long.
For sure.
And the thing about potatoes, let's talk about it, don't store them in the fridge. All you want to do is store them in a nice bowl, like a fruit bowl, maybe on your kitchen counter. And there's something called microbial load.
Okay.
Science coming through.
Yeah,
if something comes from underneath the earth, when you do store it, you don't want to store it too high in case some of that microbial load, which is like the soil and the elements from the ground, it kind of like can just scatter and disperse itself on your working surface. So what you can do is just brush your potatoes off. You don't have to wash it. Just brush it off, get it in that bowl, let them get nice and ventilated. Like I say, a fruit bowl is the best thing. Let them just
Are you going to start some controversial split the nation in half washing your potatoes debate now?
No, you don't have
Please
to.
don't.
You can wash your potatoes if you want to. If you know you're going to be keeping it for a while, just give it a little brush, leave them on the counter. Not the fridge. Never the fridge, ever. Okay.
Okay, I get that. And what we love about a potato is obviously readily available and very economical.
It is. So what you want to do is you want to pop your potatoes whole into the microwave. And we don't use a microwave enough, and I feel like the microwave is an amazing kitchen appliance. Pop it into the microwave, but first just prick it a little bit, let some of that steam come out. Then you halve it and you scoop out the inside.
Okay.
Let's talk about it. You want to be really careful because what you want is you want to create a nice little bit of a boat to hold your filling. But what you don't want to do is go too deep.
No, and we did that on purpose. That wasn't a mistake. We did it just to show you, just to highlight what could possibly go wrong.
We did this on purpose. It's okay. You don't want to have that because what's going to happen is as things are cooking for the second time in the oven, that's going to be a little hole which is going to come out there, and you're trying to keep all the flavor in the potato.
Don't want to waste any of these golden ingredients. Because by the looks of it, we're going to pack this with deliciousness, yes, but some nutrients as well and a whole lot of flavor.
That's the idea, and this is really delicious. So keep your filling that you've scooped out of your potato and put it into your mixing bowl.
Okay.
Someone got hungry. Someone snacked on the potato filling.
It was a long flight, buddy. It was a long flight. I needed the carbs, man. I needed them.
So what you're going to do is, it's a great way to just use whatever's left over in the fridge. If you had a roast dinner like 2 days ago, add everything to this mixture. Just clear out all the herbs, all the cheeses, all the little bits of veggies you got in the fridge and put it inside the filling for our potatoes. So, got some corn.
Lovely.
Oh, ooh, look at this. Someone brought our potato back.
Oh, sneaky. I see our kitchen fairies are still here, thankfully.
Okay, so that reserved potato goes in here. Then we're going to go in with some cheese. Again, I'm using some cheddar.
Okay.
But I can't think of a cheese that you can't use.
Yeah, choice is yours.
Choice
go
is
with your flavor profile. Oh, no, in fact, this is budget friendly. Go with the cheese that's left. Go with whatever cheese is left in your fridge.
Whatever cheese is left in the fridge. Then we're going to go spring onions, add a bit of that like allium flavor in there. A little bit of butter. Also, what's really nice is as soon as you scoop the potato out, while it's still hot, give it a little mash with that butter.
I love that.
Here's where I'm adding a little bit of a flair, right?
Okay.
You can serve this as a vegetarian dish, but I'm kind of focusing on being budget friendly and actually making this the main.
All right.
Add a bit of protein to it. And I've got some smoked chicken breast.
Oh, lovely.
You can use whatever leftover protein you have and just add it to your mixture. So what's really nice is this is 2 chicken breasts. You can make this with 1 chicken breast
and stretch it out.
Really stretch it.
So 1 chicken breast becomes 3 meals. I absolutely love that. Or maybe for you and I, 2 meals.
Exactly. Exactly.
Maybe one.
I've actually worked out that 1 chicken breast can make 8 halves.
Wow.
So you can feed a family of 4.
Brilliant.
With a salad, it's amazing.
Budget friendly. Boom.
I have this jalapeno acha in the cupboard. Really, we had it in the cupboard in the back. This is a great way to add flavor to just any meal.
For sure.
1 jar, you never use a whole jar in one go. You use a few tablespoons, so it lasts really long, but it gives you maximum flavor. So that's going to go in there.
What did we call it a few weeks back? The
We
flavor
missed you.
bazooka, my
A flavor.
friend.
We even spoke about it while you're away. Oh, gee, a flavor bazooka. We're going to actually get a graphic every time we do that. The screen's going to rumble. There's going to be like the lights are going to go off. We're going to get the sound. We've missed you. Okay.
What do you mean the lights don't go off every day? Anyway, I thought that... Well,
yeah, they do.
Nothing.
No. Okay, filling goes in there. Give it a good mix. Like I said, when the potato's still hot, mash it, the filling, and that's going to kind of be the glue that brings everything together.
Brilliant.
So now what you want to do is get your spoon. You can get 2 spoons.
Okay.
And you're going to start, it might be easier for you, to start filling your potato boats. These are really, really delicious, and I feel like something that's as inexpensive and as versatile as potato can be substantial as a main meal for a family of 4 like we're doing today.
Well, I mean, we're packing in the nutrients, and I think that's ultimately what's most important. So, yeah, I mean, it can be voluminous, but what's the point if you're not getting the right kind of nutrients in there?
Exactly.
This is going to bring you a lot of flavor, yes, but it's also going to give you a really healthy meal in a boat. And you can find this recipe on expressoshow.com. If you can find a meal that you can stretch out that budget with even further than this, which I think is pretty impressive, I want you to show us. 063 40 88863. We're looking for budget-friendly. I'm going to do it.
Nice.
I'm overloading the boat.
I love it. Overloaded. It's fine. It goes
go.
into the oven. The cheese melts. Everything comes together. The ends of the potato get a bit crispy. This is what it ends up looking like. Obviously, you get a nice bigger potato, make it a bigger portion. This is how you do budget-friendly recipes with maximum flavor. Bring out your bazooka, please.
I'm going to do it. While I bring out the bazooka, this thing's not going on safety all day. It's all about budget-friendly meals, and this is what we're starting with. Go.
Boom. Nice.
Guess what, everybody? Christmas is coming early on Expresso as Golden Cloud and Beacon search for South Africa's best friends baking duo. We're looking from gogos to grandkids. No matter your age, everyone is welcome. So all you have to do is grab your best friend and stand a chance to win a 50,000 Rand grand prize in the ultimate Christmas in July bake. So I thought, you know what, Raul? I'm going to get your best friend, which is the G-man, the married man. Okay. To come in and inspire the nation with your baking skills.
Brilliant.
And also, remember, you've gone through like this conundrum of like food delicacies with the wedding and everything, so I'm
when
up
the food was
against,
good,
like,
eh? Was it? The food was good.
Do you see how he's
people
just using his
represented?
left hand? Like using rubbing
I don't know what you're
like,
talking about. I don't know what
always catches the eye as it just tinkles there. It looks good.
I mean, if you see me take this off and play with it, it's just like, hey, put it back on. I'm so scared I'm going to lose this, guys. I'm so scared. But no, I've missed these little challenges.
Yes.
Well,
mano a mano.
Listen, all you have to do is create your bake with Golden Cloud and Beacon to enter the challenge. Very simple. And then you have to share your photo of the bake on the Golden Baker Search Christmas in July edition competition post on the Expresso Facebook, or you can use the Twitter pages using that hashtag Golden Baker Search, and tell us why you think you are South Africa's best baking duo and why you think your creation is the best. So as you can see, we have those Rice Krispie ornaments, Christmas in July inspired in front of you. All you have to do is inspire the nation with your baking decorations and all of that without using your left hand.
Without, oh, it's going to be tough. And listen, I was involved with the previous edition of this search, and the chefs were amazing.
Okay.
For home chefs, they literally beyond any expectation. So you got to be good. So hopefully we can inspire.
So we
this
can
morning.
set that bar.
Okay.
Here we go. So you have some marshmallows, you have some licorice, some wine gums. Go crazy, go wild. You have
Do we just use one of these, or can we maybe like...
as many as you want.
I'm gonna go for
Inspire us, okay?
Is there a time limit?
1 minute. For you, 30 seconds.
Okay.
There we go.
I got you.
And layers.
Okay.
Layers.
Ready.
This is very exciting, actually.
Because now you can pack it on. You're not shredding for no wedding anymore
Exactly,
now.
but no, that's. I mean, we're going to stay on that train, guys. We've got to represent.
I wasn't so good with this yesterday. I don't remember that.
I think maybe put it down. Put it down.
This is round 2 for me.
Ask your best friend. Ask your best friend. Is this something
What
that I
happened,
should
lad?
be doing right now?
What went wrong, my
He
friend?
missed you. He missed you. It was a hot mess. Here we
Look at this
go.
form, though. This is a lot better than yesterday, I must say.
Did you go practice at home?
Quite dainty,
I just watched a little YouTube video, you know? It felt a bit like...
a little daintiness you've got going there.
Oh, and
How has he been, Jamie? Has he been all right? Was he okay after Liverpool who lost the championship?
Why would you bring that up?
I'm sorry, buddy. I just...
The scar is just healed. Yeah, come on. Yeah, so...
Shake.
Oh, it was rough, dude. It was rough, man. I felt for you and all of the Liverpool fans.
We did miss you. We were under time a lot during the show. You know, we were on track with time.
I think the poor people at that wedding, when the wedding speeches actually came out, they were not ready. There we go. That's looking good. We need it.
As you can see, this is a married Rice Krispie. This is a single Rice Krispie.
What does that mean?
But actually,
It's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. It needs a
the thing
bit
is, you
more
know me too
attachment.
well. You really do know me too well, because my creation this morning is called To Become One.
Oh,
Look at that.
you guys have
You
you guys have a few seconds left.
Really?
To the
Okay.
final touches. 2 becomes 1. What are you calling yours? Hashtag always single.
That's so rough. Mine's like the
hot,
one-off
eh?
of a puzzle piece. It's waiting for that other, you know, the other connection. That's what it's about. It's a story unfolding.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3,
Get on there. One more.
2, 1.
Beautiful, thank you.
And
Boom.
look at that.
I'll eat one.
Voila.
Done.
Your time is up, Raul.
Oh,
you
is
see?
it?
You see? Your
I
time is
didn't
long
hear you, I
time.
didn't hear you.
Your time is long
I didn't hear
time.
you, I
It's
didn't hear
time
you.
now for you to do this. Well, there you go. Hopefully you are inspired. So for all of you out there who have a passion for baking and want to share that with the country, then this is your chance to do so. Get inspired by these two boys. You could be one of the 5 finalists competing on Expresso for the grand prize worth 50,000 Rand. It could be yours, the winning duo, to be crowned live on Expresso this July. All you have to do is enter the Golden Baker Search Christmas in July edition and stand a chance to win one of 2 hampers weekly valued at 500 Rand.
Nice.
Brought to you by Golden, Cloud and Beacon. Now, the entries close on the 17th of July. Remember, those T's and C's do apply, and those details can be found on our website, expressoshow.com. Show it to the nation.
Chicken and cheese, actually. That's like a double
is, man.
burger, crispy vibe
Oh,
thing.
now you're going to eat it. Oh, that's very
With
pretty,
your left
man.
hand.
I
With
will
your
let
left
you
hand.
get-
Now
Yeah,
you can
exactly,
eat it with your left hand. You don't get to eat
I'm
nothing.
going to start writing with my left hand.
Come on, that's elegant. Nothing.
These are too good.
You can make my day.
Are you a newly qualified chef looking to pocket a whopping 15,000 Rand in cash and the title of Excellent Young Chef for 2022? Then listen up and enter now. Entry is easy. Simply follow the Excellent Young Chef competition link on Afternoon Express's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram pages and upload a video of you sharing your name, a short intro about yourself, when and where you qualified, and your signature Excella dish using Excella Thai long grain rice, sunflower oil, or mayonnaise. T's and C's do apply and can be found on afternoonexpress.co.za.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You are just in time. We are asking this morning, what is your go-to winter dish to stretch out the budget and feed the entire family? Not even your family, all the families on your street. We want you to share your recipes with us. Send us a WhatsApp, a voice note on 063 408 8863 and use that hashtag Expresso Show. And of course, Afika is joining us this morning. Yay! Welcome to the show. She's good, eh?
She's a third-year student, and look at all those badges.
I was going to say, look
all
at
those badges.
Got her colours, man.
It's a general, nah.
No.
But also...
we shouldn't go that far.
The reason Afika is It's Youth Month, right? And
Yeah.
I made Afika last year sometime, and since then she's been keeping me up to date with all her achievements. Woman goes ahead and joins the South African national team for the South African Chefs Association. She's now, that's such
Does that
an
intimidate
achievement.
you a little bit?
No, you know what? It actually gets me so excited.
Inspired,
Because
man.
we both studied at the same school. Yeah. And it's just so amazing to see young chefs coming into the game, not just doing the thing in the restaurant,
Dominating.
literally taking on the world.
Imagine.
Literally,
And trust me, the world is looking to South Africa.
Yes.
We really have an opportunity here to tell them how it's done. But we're not looking at here, we're looking at here, okay? We're looking at budget-friendly meals. That's what we want to create this morning. We've got some amazing ones, but we've been sent some beautiful notes this morning inspiring us. And this one came from, I think, Janine in Cape Town. Let's take a listen to this.
Good morning, Expresso. Colin here from Cape Town. Our go-to winter dish would definitely be split pea soup. Lekker met 'n warme snysnye brood uit die oond uit. En bunchies.
Yes.
Lekker.
Yes, absolutely.
Bunchies for sure.
Oh, she's okay.
No, she's not actually. That was a voice note, man. She's not live.
No,
I know,
okay.
but
We got
you
it.
can phone her back if you want. And
We'll call you back. I love
Colleen,
that you,
brilliant.
I love that you spoke about so many different dishes, and the one common denominator was grains and pulses. And we've got it right here. And that's an amazing way to bulk up meals.
Stretch it out
And
for
just
sure.
get those nutrients in there as well. So I love the recipes that you suggested, and they're also so aligned with winter.
Yeah, the emotion in her voice when she said them. Oh,
I feel like she
love them.
sent us that voice note from bed.
Yeah,
with
wrapped in
like
a coat, with a bowl of split pea soup in her hands. I love
Literally.
it. Zolani, also weighed in with a message to inspire us this morning. Take a listen to this.
Good morning, Expresso.
Good morning.
I just want to ask one question for Chef Clem. The only thing that I'm suffering in the kitchen, I don't know how to make pasta. Oh, please, can you tell me how to make pasta, Chef Clem? Thank you. That's the only thing. I don't know how to make pasta. Thank you very much.
I got you. I got you.
We got you. No, he's not alone.
No, he's not?
Zolani's not alone because, I mean, yes, everyone likes it how they like it, but there is a way that chefs, decorated chefs, create their pasta, okay? In a word, how do we make it? Al dente?
Do you want to...
From scratch?
Okay. Oh, no. Ooh, from scratch.
Oh,
You see the
okay.
metals and everything. Tell you what. You step over here quickly and you're going to start your recipe.
Okay,
Tell
great.
me about, and I like this question. Do you have a method for cooking pasta? So most of, like I see a lot of your recipes on social media, you're actually doing on res in the dorms.
Yeah.
So when it comes to pasta, what's your trick?
Since pilchard is like the cheapest thing to buy, all the time you just add the pilchard in the pasta and then somafoy like cheese on top and bake it.
Love it, I love it. So for me, when it comes to actually cooking pasta itself, the trick is the water and the salt. So you want to get a nice big pot of water on the bowl. The reason we use a big pot and a lot of water is because there's starch on pasta and that gets released as it's cooking. If you don't have enough water, your water actually takes on starch, it becomes starchy.
Okay.
And you get like mushy pasta and you don't want that. So have a decent amount of water and then like a nice handful of salt into that water.
And does the salt help with the cooking process? Is it for flavor? Why do we have the salt?
The salt does raise the temperature of the boiling water a little bit, but this main job is to actually season the pasta and to get the flavor in there. That's why it's really, really important.
That's the thing. It's not just a sounding board for the flavor of the sauce. You're eating the pasta as well, and you want it to taste great. Zolani, hopefully that is the key there. Lots and lots of water, generous salt.
Yeah. Get the
Beautiful
water
stuff.
boiling, like a nice rapid boil. Add your pasta. Pasta's different. Every type of pasta's different. So look at the packet instruction at the back. If it says cook for 8 minutes, what I normally do is cook it for a minute less.
Okay.
And then go for it. It should be like that nice al
And it
dente.
must have a little bit of a bite. That al dente.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Okay.
What are you making?
Okay, so today we're making a pilchard shakshuka.
Yes.
So since it's cheap and
Yeah.
we're living at res and then we sort of broke, so
But do all the students rock up to your room at the end of each day?
Most
Pretty
of the
much.
time,
Yeah,
yes.
I was gonna say that.
So basically, we just add our onions. We fry onions. We fry our thyme.
Thyme.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
And then...
Can I turn up the heat for you, chef?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thyme going in. So garlic.
Garlic.
So you wanna get some color on your onions normally. I know
Yes.
for TV now. You wanna get a bit of color on your onions before you add everything else. Okay.
And then just fry that out until your onions are translucent.
Translucent.
Yes.
You see, when you're a decorated chef, you can make up your own
words.
foodie words.
He makes them
Yeah.
up all the time.
I do. I make
What
up
word
words.
did you use earlier for the shallots or for the spring onion? Ammonia or something.
Oh, allium.
That's not a real word, is it? Hey? Allium, that's not a real
If
flavor
you know
word.
what an allium is, please let us know on social media. And it's not got nothing to do with ammonia. It's got nothing to
If
do.
you've got an allium at home, take a photo of it and what you
Show
use
us
it
your
for.
allium. Show us your allium.
Yeah, we talk about pilchards, like whitebait. These smaller fish are going to save the planet to an extent because they are the production process costs a lot less. We use a lot less waste in that process, and of course they are very budget friendly.
Absolutely. So can we go in with our fish already?
Just a second.
What are we looking for before we add our fish? What are you looking for in the pan before you add
We
your
want our tomatoes to be a bit soft.
Okay.
And then we can add our fish in.
Okay. Can we pretend for the viewers at home?
Yeah,
There we go. Okay. So for filters go in, and obviously I'm guessing you don't want to move it too much in the pan because you don't want to break it.
Yes. Mash them up, yeah. And if you get little bones, it's fine. The bones,
I keep the bones in.
Yeah, it's calcium.
Yeah.
Calcium, man. No, but I think the process of trying to remove every little bone is soul destroying.
Imagine.
Don't even do it.
And those bones are so soft, they just disintegrate.
Don't even notice them, yeah.
Okay. So can you do the one-handed egg crack?
I can't.
Give me one of those badges. Give it back.
Afika can juggle the eggs and do it with one hand behind her back.
Chef, no.
While she cracks it. No, she can't. No one can do that. No one can.
Okay, so what's going to happen is, I can see you got a bit of that sauce in there already. Can I crack the eggs in for you?
Yeah, sure.
You can step in the middle.
Okay. And this is the vibe with the shakshuka, eh?
Yes.
Is get that egg
Adding
in
the
the
eggs
pan. Oh, beautiful. And what I love about this is you're getting good quality protein. There's a lot of nutrients in there. But what have we done? We've taken out the flavor bazooka, my friend. Boom!
Guys, we are so going to get that. We're going to have to get that graphic every time.
Right now, our graphics operator's like, no, please, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Oh, that's beautiful.
Lid goes on, it steams. I really love this recipe. I don't know, shakshuka is mostly for, like, breakfast vibes.
Yep.
I would have this for dinner. Properly with like a little bit of garlic bread. Is that allowed?
Yeah, I think there's not much garlic bread going around a res right now.
It's
not really.
Okay, I like that. That's what we're using, and I love that idea.
And you can literally enjoy this with toasted bread. Every morning.
Or a cracker even. If you've got a cracker left over, you've got that, you know that cracker that you've twisted shut and you've hidden at the back of the cupboard so no one else can find it?
Take it out for the special occasion of the shakshuka.
And what I like about this, even if you don't have dishes, you can just eat it from the pan. This is I thought the potatoes earlier were the ultimate, but this might be the ultimate budget-friendly meal. If you want this recipe, head on over to our website, expressoshow.com. We can find a host of budget-friendly inspiration there, and then we're going to encourage you guys at home to join in on the discussion. Send us your WhatsApp voice notes on 0634088863. We'd love to hear from you. And if you've got any cool pictures of you enjoying a budget-friendly meal, we'd love to see them as well. It's all about taking the budget and stretching it out. We'll see you in a sec.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Good morning. If you've just joined us, where have you been? But your timing is perfect. We are joined this morning by a young hip-hop phenom from the Eastern Cape who is making South African hip-hop his own. But legend has just released his highly anticipated album, Isikosa Never Been Cooler. The album is made up of 19 tracks and features an amazing lineup of fellow artists, Bravo LaRue, Nick, Pajmat, TT Beats. There is a host of amazing tracks on here, but let's give you just a little taste of what to expect.
Cruising, my melu shade mfethu, my mistakes in Tanil. Chaba zami yandis kwayin. Why is it so zapayis? I don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody. Kuba kwi streets, yeah. Banda. we are backing ngathi zange ndihambe abafuna undiwisa mabancame njekancinci sihamba njekancane andenzela uba one day uqhwabe xa ndikhona ikasi sozilale umgangatho uphansi mna ndiwuthathe ndiwunyusa uphinde ubaxake bazothetha ungaze ubanake ngale tape
Let that beat go all morning, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together. The man is in the house. But legend is you.
Oh, brother. Happy to be here. I've been wanting this actually. So it's a dream come true.
Oh.
Thank you for having me, guys.
It's an absolute pleasure.
Yes, sir. All the way from the Eastern Cape.
Representing the Eastern Cape,
sir.
man.
Yes,
and I'm
sir,
so glad that you
definitely.
said that because you are. And I think there is a reason why you're here right now. It's not just because you're awesome, dude, but your time has come.
Yeah.
Does it feel like it? Does it feel like this is your time now?
Yeah, it does feel like that. I mean, obviously, it's not like exactly how we imagined it, but then it does feel like it's the time we've been waiting for because everything has just been happening and we just thank God and we just keep on working. So it really does feel like it's the time right now.
It's that click moment. I think when you're working so hard, and it's a toil, I don't think people realize what it's like to, how much work is involved in putting out an album.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, man. Maybe we've been given a bit of a gap now with all that's happened over the last few years. Artists have had an opportunity to sit and write, to sit and produce, to connect with their friends. We can connect with the world. It's a global village now. What has been the key to bringing this all together for you now? Give us some insight into your musical journey. Why is it all coming together for you, do you think?
I feel like more than anything, it was endurance. It was really hard, bro. It still is. But then there's that thing whereby you say, you wanted this. I wanted this since I was young. I said, I'm gonna do this, you know? So whenever it gets hard, it always went back to, yo, why did you start this?
Yeah.
You started this because you wanted it. You told your whole family you're doing this. So whenever it is hard, I just had to endure the pain and all of that, whatever comes with it. So yeah, just endure the pain and the difficulties.
And that applies to every sector, to every job. You've got to push. And music is a job. You've got to constantly work on your craft. But there feels like there's a different motivation with you. And with this album, it kind of comes together very proudly with your culture, with your language, with representing where you're from. But let's talk about that musical process of putting an album together. You worked with I listed some big names earlier.
Yeah.
How did this album come together? Why these artists to collaborate with? Take us inside the mechanical process of putting this album together.
Okay, so this album was recorded, most of it was recorded in Eastern Cape. Tata, hence in my cover, I have these geographical coordinates. So that's where we recorded it, and some of it was recorded in Cape Town. So the reason I have the artists like Bravo Leroux, he's one of the guys I'm really close with, and he's doing amazing. So I'm inspired by what he does. Guys like Nick. Nick is a genius musically. So in the whole process of recording, I was recording with Nick Pagement, actually, like the whole December. We took like a whole year coming up with the whole thing. People have been telling us to drop. So we recorded in Eastern Cape, we recorded in Cape Town, and then in Eastern Cape. So that's how it came about. Most of the songs were not in studio because it was COVID at that time.
Yeah.
So people were in the different places. So we would use like email and all that. So that's how the album came about, you know.
And clearly people needed to buy into what you were trying to create as well. And they have, and they've flocked to it. And hopefully the fans will get what they need from this.
It's been exciting.
Why represent your culture and your language? isiXhosa, every track, as I understand it, is in isiXhosa. Why was that so important to you?
It was really important for me because when I switched into isiXhosa, I felt like I was comfortable. I could tell my story thoroughly without any difficulties or whatnot.
Pure, man.
So it felt like it was pure. It came from the heart. I could like literally express myself however I want to express myself. So it was really important for me to do that and also to show other people, like, it's really dope to embrace your culture sometimes and just stick to it and then proceed with whatever you're doing while you're using your culture.
Think about that 14-year-old kid that only speaks isiXhosa and is hearing this in their language.
And it used to never be not cool, like, to rap in Xhosa. People never, like, used to find it cool. So the fact that now we can do it in our own language and even get here is an achievement. So if you're sitting at home right now, do your thing, embrace who you are, and just continue.
And do the work, man, and do the work, then you get to enjoy being on live TV, performing your music, which is exactly what he's going to be doing 3 times over this morning. Don't move a muscle.
Sir.
Ah, what a legend, man. I can't wait to hear these performances. And how cool does he look, right?
Yeah, he's dope. He's dope. I think he looks ready for an island. Speaking about island, auditions for the Tropica Island of Treasure All-Star season has officially wrapped. We're sad, but we must confess this year, for some reason, was bigger and better than ever.
I think it's got something to do with all the All-Stars, definitely. But also the vibe and the energy has been amazing. So from all across Mzansi, entries came flooding in. And from what we've seen, it's going to be a very tough process picking out teams of contestants. So we poured through hundreds of live entries for the 3 rounds of auditions held in Cape Town, Joburg and Durban and picked out a handful of some of our most memorable moments. In Mzansi, we put together something for you to check out and I hope you enjoy. Let's find out.
For those who missed the latest Tropica Island of Treasure auditions, the search was on across the country for Tropica fans to join this year's All-Star Celebs. And here are the highlights from Durban and Sandton.
3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, it's your girl Angel Ndlela and I am at the Durban auditions for Tropica Island of Treasure.
Hello, I am Andi Sombele and I'm born and bred in KZN, Durban.
Hi there, my name is Nia Lowe. I'm a 21-year-old from Durban. My contestant number is 211.
I'd wish to be paired with Munay Maps. He's authentic, down to earth, ufeti, he's right to vibrant.
Fundo, Tembo, but everybody calls me Fofo the G, OG Foji, Muffin Man, Muff Dog Millionaire.
Shares is the life of the party. I like to consider myself that. Well, so do my friends.
Hello, hi. So my name is Purity Shezima Kaya.
Greetings, Tropica Island. My name is Riara Betunel. I am 24 years of age.
I am a qualified chef and a model.
So you need to be fun. You need to be fun. You need to go for it. You mustn't take anything seriously. Sure, there's gonna be, dynamics that are gonna frustrate you at times, but at the end of the day, it's a fun show, and that's what you wanna see. You wanna see you having fun.
Certainly, I would like to partner with Kanya Mkangisa. I think she inspires me a lot in terms of presenting, in terms of acting.
My name is Utabilora Makanya. I'm a 24-year-old from the beautiful city of Durban, from Umlazi. I'm a graduate with a national diploma in drama and production. I'm a model, a dancer, an actor.
I love Orange because I'm a very Orange fan, so it also keeps me active, it also gives me the vitamins, so I feel like Orange is my favorite flavor.
Peach. It has always been peach because it's smooth, man. It's smooth like me. Peach.
So I'd love to be in an island and I want to just have fun in the sun, and I love sports, I love games, and I love competing.
I'm very, very competitive. I'm a sore loser. I don't like to lose, so I'm going to do anything and everything to make sure I win.
I'll bring my compassion, I'll bring my challenging game, I'll bring everything that has never been brought.
I'm very unique, very quirky. I like being quick, I'm all about my banter, but I'm also very strategic, and I think I really do have a chance at being in the top 1 or 2 of this competition.
That's what they're aiming for, 1 million rand of treasures.
And I can see on everybody's face they're also nervous, but there's excitement to be on one of the biggest shows on TV. What an opportunity this is for people. And it's just, this is what gets me excited about this industry, is when people get opportunities that never would have had this kind of opportunity before, to be on a primetime television show.
Victory for Team White!
As an actress, I don't know how many auditions I've been through, so the audition process is really important. I think it's the one chance you have to put yourself out there and to be able to partner up with one of the celebrity contestants to go on the island and to stand a chance to win R1 million. I mean, I wouldn't pass up on it.
Oh yes, it takes all kinds to make the world go round. Big ups to those who've gone through and those who didn't. Remember what Churchill said, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts.
All I'm saying is this season is going to be hot.
Yeah.
There's some fine brooks that has potential to go to the island. Ooh, I'm excited.
I definitely agree with you. Just like the variety of tropical flavors, we truly experienced a diversity of personalities. We got strong, we got silly, and of course we had some smooth ones out there too.
But only one of them will eventually walk away with their share of 1 million rand, everybody. We'll just have to wait and find out who that is going to be and which all-star celeb will share in the victory. So you have to stay tuned for more.
Good luck.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beautiful souls. This morning, our culinary hotline playing Music to my ears is all about stretching out that budget. We are creating some beautiful budget-friendly meals that are jam-packed with nutrients and flavor. Chef Afika and Chef Clem are stretching that budget. Between the two of you, you've stretched it right out like a piece of chewing gum. And the people are behind you, man. And we have been sent through some beautiful pictures, some voice notes this morning using our WhatsApp line. But let's get into some of those beautiful photos. This one comes from Gerard Franken from Polokwane in Limpopo. Sent a photo of this. And it's a young chef in training. Looks like the training is going well. Take a look at that.
That looks like a pretty epic, substantial breakfast. I love it.
I mean, that could be in a hotel restaurant. That is beautiful.
I want to do like the weather broadcasting thing. Can we just analyze this picture? All right.
You've got a flavor front moving in from the northeast.
Right, and I love that. Hash browns, could you buy them frozen? And I think that's a good budget-friendly item to have in your cupboard. Absolutely. He's got steak in here. And the funny thing is, steak, if you buy it in bulk, does actually work out to be a budget-friendly recipe.
Cheaper, yeah.
Yes, and I mean,
and
it
good
could
quality
actually,
protein, yeah.
Exactly. It could actually maybe total the price of mince if you buy it in bulk. So check that out. I know Willie sells the pack of 10 sirloin steaks, and it works out to being great value. He's made a hollandaise, I mean, eggs and butter. But there are a couple of cheats that you can use as well instead of using butter to make a nice hollandaise. English muffins. English muffins are amazing because when you buy them in a pack of 4 and you put them in the freezer, they last a year, maybe even longer. So, I mean, this one also saves you time, as well as
in a student's fridge, though, is anything lasting a year? I don't think so, no.
Well, not really.
That little
maybe a week. And then we had a beautiful pic coming from Natasha Manim from Bishop Labus. This is a budget-friendly dish with potato, Viennas, a mixture of mayo and sweet chili sauce and cheese, following your flavor boat idea with the potato.
I love it.
Beautiful.
I love it. And you can see she's actually using it for lunch for either kids or someone else in the home. And that's what's great about this recipe, the potatoes, is like you can bring them back to life in the microwave. Normally, potatoes brought back to life is not the best thing. But with this filling and everything that's inside the potato, it actually comes back to life really well. So it's a great lunchbox recipe. I like that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, a little bit of flavor levels it right up. The potato is proving to be a bit of a star with our budget-friendly meals this morning. Then we had another voice note coming through this morning. And this one comes from Jocelyn. Take a listen to this.
A very good morning to the chef and the Expresso family. My question is not a recipe, I've got a question. A green potato, is it poisonous or not? Can a person eat it or not? Please let me know. Thank you. Jocelyn Elbow Gardens. Bye.
All right, this feels like a very important question. A green potato, is it poisonous, first of all?
So the thing about green potatoes is it means that the starches start to develop in there, and once it goes green, you don't want to eat it because it's water dense. So if it's got the water throughout there, it's already started to develop.
Let it go, yeah.
So no, don't do it. Don't even cut it off and try to save it. When you can save your potato if you've got those little eyes that start growing on the little sprouts.
But not once
you can
it's
pick
green.
those off. Once it goes green, don't.
Done. Okay, here's a challenge for you. Got 2 minutes. Your friends are coming over. In 2 minutes' time, we've got to create something with a bit of bang.
What
are we making? 2 minutes. Go.
Okay, so here's what I like about the recipe. You can put it together in... It doesn't take a lot of prep because everything, you just got to open a few bags and do like open a can and maybe separate the meat from the bangers.
Okay.
So when it comes to cooking time, that's where it's going to take some time. It's going to take about 45 minutes. But when it comes to prep time, that's where it's maybe going to be like 2 minutes.
Easy peasy.
Okay, so G, I've got a job for you.
All right, I'm ready.
Here's your lappy. Inside the oven is our first... You can bring it out. You can bring it out for me. There we go.
Boom.
So, Afika, what I've done is I've bought the Woolies roasting veggies, which I think is absolutely amazing because it comes in an 800-gram bag. So you can divide it, if you're in a dorm, you're going to divide it to meals that you know you're going to make over the week, or you can roast them all one time and have roasted veggies ready. What I do is, and it's very important when you are roasting veggies, is get it like on a nice even layer on in your baking dish. You don't want to have things sitting on top of each other. You want to get color.
Even cook.
Everything roasting.
Everything roasting. You want that color to come through. So this is me going for about 20 minutes. It will probably go for another 15 minutes to develop that color. And again, that's where the flavor is going to come from for this dish. What I've done then is I've got bangers. Amazing budget-friendly
banging.
recipe.
They're banging, man.
Banging. It's a banging budget buster. Don't say that. Boom. So they come in a pack of 6 or a pack of 8. So again, if you're on raise or if you're portioning out meals for the week, you can divide it. It's already been divided for you, so you can portion it out already. If you want to do this for a big family, I've actually worked this recipe out to serve 6 people at about 150 Rand for the whole entire dish.
Brilliant.
Which is pretty epic. That's our like triple star budget-friendly recipe for the day. So we've roasted it. Like I said, at home, when you do roast your dishes, your veggies, you want it to have a little more color. You want the veg to be just about soft.
All right.
I've taken the meat out of the banger casings. These are quite big. You can make them a little... Someone got very excited when they were doing this.
Yeah.
A little bigger, but you can make them a little smaller. Actually make the half the size.
According to your budget.
Yeah. Go to your budget. Someone's got paid. They got big meatballs. Okay, so the seasoning's in there already.
Yeah.
Salt, pepper, some herbs are in there. This is pork. You can also use beef bangers. Then I think if you can add that to the dish for me.
Easy peasy. Watch your hands there, and we're going to combine these. We will give you a little bit of an update how it all comes together, but if you want to find this recipe and start making it right now for yourself for breakfast, go to expressoshow.com. That's where you'll find all of our budget-friendly culinary inspiration this morning. Chef Afika is not going anywhere. Chef Clem is ready to steer the ship. We are talking about stretching out that budget this morning. If you've got any budget-friendly meals that you want to share with us, any pictures, any voice notes, you can send them 063 40 88863 is the WhatsApp line to use.
Thank you so much, team, and what an exceptional moment there in the kitchen. But of course, it's just gone past the hour, so it's time to tuck into those news headlines. And starting on national fronts, the Gauteng Police Highway Patrol Unit recovered stolen copper worth some 15 million Rand and also arrested 2 men in City Deep, Johannesburg on Monday. Now, the SAPS or SAP spokesperson, Colonel Dimakatso Selo, said members of the unit acted on information about a hijacked trailer offloading stolen copper in a storage facility in City Deep. Now, Selo said 2 male suspects aged 32 and 38 were arrested and would appear in court soon on charges of possession of suspected stolen property. Now, she also added that Gauteng's Police Commissioner, Lieutenant Jen Elias Mawela, had welcomed the arrest. Now, sticking to our national news, the Treasury has welcomed the International Monetary Fund's recommendations to improve South Africa's institutions so that they can contribute to the sustainability of public finances. Now, this follows the visit of IMF staff to South Africa year from the 26th of May until yesterday. Now, the IMF acknowledged South Africa's progress in implementing structural reforms. Now, they also encouraged the government to complete the implementation of the outstanding reforms as soon as possible and to find solutions to the country's economic challenges. Well, from our national news headlines, we head over to international news and reporting from Italy, where Italian police have seized 4.3 tons of cocaine worth a street value of some 240 million euros. Now, it's described as one of the largest drug finds in Europe, and the seizure is a major setback for Colombian Clan del Golfo drug cartel. Now, the leader of the cartel, Diaro Antonio Usuga, was arrested in October last year. Now, the international investigation, which involved the US and Colombia, lasted more than a year. Now, warrants have been issued for the arrests of 38 people in 6 countries, and the drug cartel's network spans across 28 countries. Well, a big heist indeed. And next up, international news continues, and we head over to Belgium, where Belgium's King Felipe and Queen Matilda have arrived in Kinshasa at the beginning of a long-awaited week-long visit at the invitation of Congolese President Felix Tshisekedi. Now, it is King Felipe's first visit to the Democratic Republic of Congo since ascending to the throne in 2013. Now, the visit, initially postponed due to the pandemic, has been hailed by the presidency as an opportunity for reconciliation. Now, 2 years ago, King Felipe wrote to President Tshisekedi expressing his deepest regrets and says, with the quote, "the wounds of the past," unquote. Now, in a little bit of a lighter note, when I report in these headlines, this is something that might be inspiring for many and hope for many too. Now, have you ever wished that you had an extra finger to type faster or to be able to carry more items? Wow, if so, then your wish may be granted. Now, Japanese researchers and the French National Center for Scientific Research have co-developed a robotic 6th finger. Now, this is to be worn next to the pinky to study how brains react to new and independent body parts. Now, the research started because scientists were interested in how the brain would accept the 6th finger or change, rather than using the 6th finger for convenience. Now, electrical signals from muscles are first measured by sensors and then transferred to a motor to control the robotic finger. Now, the scientists say if this kind of technology develops and people will be able to freely design their bodies, the definition of normality will no longer exist. Now, there may come an era where people can choose to have 5 fingers on one day and 6 fingers on the next day. I mean, just imagine that. Well, on that inspiring and genuinely imaginative note, I leave you with the rest of their headlines. Here's the G-Man, of course, welcoming him back to do his thing, and that's obviously reporting on the sport.
I reckon there's some goalkeepers who wouldn't mind a 6th finger. Let's start with footballing news first. Harry Kane scored his 50th England goal with a late penalty to earn a Nations League draw with Germany in Munich yesterday. Kane was fouled by Nico Schlotterbeck with a spot kick given by the video assistant referee, and the striker sent Manuel Neuer the wrong way to seal the deal. Jonas Hoffmann had opened the scoring a little bit earlier, running onto Joshua Kimmich's pass, firing home as well. This was England's first point in the 2022-23 Nations League. In fact, after losing out to Hungary in Saturday's opener, well, Germany, they've drawn both of their opening 2 games. Then elsewhere, Italy, they continued their unbeaten start to their campaign. That was after beating Hungary 2-1 with an inexperienced lineup. In fact, first-half goals from Nicolo Barella and Lorenzo Pellegrini were enough for Roberto Mancini's men. Then on to rugby. South African players are dominating the Vodacom United Rugby Championship Dream Team. That's for the 2021-22 season. South African franchises account for 10 members, in fact, of that 15-man selection that was determined by a media vote. The Stormers, the best represented outfit, with 5 players making that cut. URC top try scorer Leon Zass is joined by teammates Evan Roos, Damian Willems and Siabelo Sanatla, along with Warwick Khalad, who's been fantastic all season. The Bulls, they've got 3 players from their ranks in the side, with Johan Grobbela, Rowan Nokier and Marcel Coetzee all included, while Oxen Chair and Thomas du Toit, the 2 representatives representatives coming from the Sharks. Then a massive step forward for South African netball. Proteas captain Bongi Msomi, stars Lanice Potgieter and Carla Pretorius were among the 24 players who became the first contracted national team players in the sport's history in this country. So the move sees netball edge that much closer to coveted professionalism in the sport that will be holding its next Netball World Cup, in fact, in Cape Town next year. Netball South Africa announced that of the 24 contracted players, 7 were overseas-based players, while the remainder were based here in South Africa and have featured in the ongoing Netball League. And head coach Dorette Badenhorst said the contracts, which began on the 1st of April, were the right move to nudge the sport closer to professionalism. Then sending shockwaves through the world of golf, South Africa's top-ranked golfers, Louis Oosthuizen, Brandon Grace and Charles Schwartzel, have resigned their membership from the PGA Tour to play in the Saudi-backed LIV Golf Series. So Oosthuizen confirmed that he has given up his PGA Tour membership card at Centurion Club this Tuesday ahead of this week's inaugural LIV event. Former world #1 and 2-time major champion Dustin Johnson also resigned from the PGA Tour, along with Sergio Garcia, Graham McDowell and Kevin Na. This week's event tees off at Centurion Club at St Albans tomorrow and will have a $25 million purse prize with $4 million going to the winner. Well, that's where we leave our sporting headlines for now. We'll touch on them again at 8 o'clock. Let's delve back into the weather.
Thanks so much, G-Man. Well, this morning we are focusing our attention on the emissions of warming gases that are driving temperatures up. Now, the U.S. envoy on climate change, John Kerry, has warned that the war in Ukraine must not be used as an excuse to prolong global reliance on coal. Kerry criticized a number of large countries for not living up to the promises they made at the COP26 Climate Summit in Glasgow, Scotland. Climate diplomats met again yesterday in Bonn amid new energy security worries. Now, if countries extend their reliance on coal in response to the war, then we are cooked, Kerry said. He also added, and I quote, "As a world, we are still not moving fast enough to rein in the emissions of warming gases that are driving up temperatures." Kerry's call was echoed by a leading Ukrainian scientist who urged delegates to speed up their transition away from fossil fuels. Now, Dr. Svitana Krakovska said oil and gases were the enablers of war. Then next we move to a little more of a positive note. We look to our skies as we showcase the sunrise images captured by you, our lovely viewers. Now, Salone Pillay from Umkomas started his morning on the beach, so jealous, and captured this beautiful shot of the sun rays reflecting on the ocean. We also had this one from Jaden Paulser, who woke up a bit earlier and shared this bold sunrise from Elsenburg, where the sun begins to rise from behind the mountains. Look at that. But that being said, let me get geared up for the rest of the day with those temperatures for you, Polokwane. It is a low of 3 that will peak at 22. Sunshine coming your way, Mbombela, with a range of 7 to 23, as well as for you, Pretoria, your minimum is 6 with a maximum of 22. Johannesburg, do expect a low of 3 that will peak at 20 later on today. Mahikeng, for you, it is 4:23, as well as Klerksdorp can be seen with a minimum of 2 and a maximum of 22. If you do find yourself in Kimberley on this Wednesday, do expect a range of 3 to 21, as well as for you, Bloemfontein can be seen with -1 that will peak at 22. Richards Bay, for you, it is 12:25. Pietermaritzburg, for you, 8:25. And if you do find yourself in South Africa's Playground Durban today, your range is 14 to 24. Mthatha, for you, it is 7:26. East London, 15:25. And Craddock can be seen with a low of 3 that will peak at 23. Gqeberha, for you, 13:26. George can be seen with a range of 1 to 25, as well as the mother city Cape Town today, your range is 13 to 25. Worcester, for you, 7:27, Sutherland 2:18, and last but definitely not least, Uppington ranging from 5 to 25. Well, that is where I leave your weather here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Thank you so much, Jamie. Time to celebrate the dads out there.
Introducing new Panado Pediatric Syrup 5ml sachets. They're really convenient to pack and easy to use, so you're always prepared for pain and fever, anytime, anywhere.
Yes, it's time indeed. And of course, well, with a man like this, you can realize that anyone can be a father.
Anyone can do it, man.
But it takes a special kind of man to be a dad, right? And that's something I absolutely respect about you, G, and for everybody else out there too. Now, listen to this. Panado is giving you the chance to win a 2,500 Rand cash prize every day. Yes, every day. All you got to do is just reply to the competition post on Expresso's Facebook or Twitter page and tell us about your phenomenal dad or husband. So today is the first of many, right? Today is the day where we get to announce our lucky winner. I cannot wait for this.
Yep, we've got 2 coming, so stay tuned. But let's introduce you to the first. An incredible and I think a very appreciative child is Venolia Medupe. Congratulations, Venolia. This was the winning comment this morning coming from Venolia. My dad is supportive of our dreams, encourages us to be the best people. He is loving and caring. Hashtag a dose of care. Absolutely love that. In fact, I really got to chat to Venolia right now. I understand we've got her on the line. Venolia, very good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, and yourself?
We good.
Oh, we are good, girl.
Venolia, you know you're a winner, right?
Yes, I couldn't sleep last night.
Oh, congratulations. You sent through a beautiful comment. I've got to ask first up, now that you are a winner, I know you didn't do this just to win. You did it because you're inspired by your dad. But how does it feel to be the winner of 2,500 Rand this morning?
I'm very, very happy because I've been entering Expresso competitions, but I was not lucky. I guess this one was waiting for me as it came at the right time.
Yeah, today is your day.
Definitely be waiting for you. Today is your day, of course, and you get to celebrate it with your dad on this Father's Day. What are your plans? What are you going to be doing with him?
This Father's Day is going to be emotionally challenged one, as my father is very ill. But I'm going to surprise him with a breakfast. While I let him sleep, then I will order him his favorite meal later on from his favorite restaurant.
Oh,
I absolutely love that. Well, we are sending your dad a lot of love and your family. We know how trying these times can be.
Thank you so much.
I guess that the money has come at the right time. What are you going to use this 2,500 Rand for? I mean, you know, when you talk about his favorite meal, you could get that a few times over, I'm guessing.
As I said, this money came at the right time. I will take my dad to a doctor.
Oh, man. I love the fact that we have made you the winner this morning, but you earned it with a beautiful comment. I'm just going to ask you once again, because you did send through a very emotional message for your dad. Why do you love your dad as much as you do?
He is a very nice man. He encourages us to do whatever that our heart desires, and he's very loving and caring.
Oh, man. And he has brought up an amazing daughter by the sound of it as well. Venolia, we are so happy that we've made you a winner this morning. Send all of our love to your father, to the rest of your family, and enjoy Father's Day with this very special man this year.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, I love the fact that this is serving such a good cause. And we're making another winner and you know this money's going to go to the right place. I love it. I absolutely love it. Mzansi, for you, of course, as well. The best way to celebrate our dads is by voting for them. So you can enter the Panado Father's Day competition. Now, remember, you've got to tell us about your phenomenal dad, and you can stand the chance to be our next lucky winner. And you're trying to figure out exactly how to do it again? Well, here's a reminder. Here's exactly how. Good luck.
Celebrate our dads and win. Catch Expresso to stand a chance to win a 2,500 Rand cash prize from Panado each weekday morning from the 6th to the 16th of June. Tell us what the best thing that your dad or husband does that makes him a phenomenal dad. Don't forget to include the competition hashtag a dose of care. Each day's competition closes at 10 a.m. and T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back as we continue to celebrate the fathers. Here's a question. How are you earning your frequent father points with your children? Well, this morning we are chatting to one of our favorites, obviously human potential and parenting expert, Nikki Bush, about the important role fathers play in their children's lives ahead of course, Father's Day. Nikki Bush, welcome back to the show. Very good morning. So great to connect with you, but I'm going to start with a bit of a tough question this morning, and maybe a cold, hard fact. How many children are growing up in South Africa right now without a father figure? Fill us in.
Good morning, Graham. Very sadly, around 60% of South Africa's children are growing up with absent fathers, and that is a massive, massive figure.
That is incredible, and it speaks volumes about what the mothers are doing to fill that void in this country. But I'm going to ask why dads are so important in their children's lives. Why do we matter?
Well, dads really do help children establish how to value and respect themselves. So this groundwork is so important because it is going to be the foundation for the rest of their lives. So how dads respond to their children from the time they're born onwards is critical. And I just think about myself recently. I'm very fortunate to still have my dad in my life, and I was woman down, not man down. I was woman down with COVID while you've been bouncing around the UK, 2 weeks in bed.
Wow.
And you know who sent me a message and phoned every single day was my dad. And it reminded me again of a time when I was 16 and had my wisdom teeth taken out. And I just was in a really bad state for a week, and I remember him just coming and sitting on the edge of my bed every single day, and he just used to stroke me. You know, it was just that acknowledgement of my pain and where I was at. And so how are you showing up as a dad? Because your role is critical.
And this is a question as a father that I ask myself every single day. And the joy of being a dad, obviously, it's a two-way flow of love and energy and stability. I mean, my kids, my little man, especially after the travel craziness that I've been through over the last few days, he was my rock, and I hope that I was his rock as well. Now, we've come across a particular term that I need you to explain to me, please. What does the Papa effect stand for?
Well, it's an acronym that I created a few years ago, and I think it's just so relevant when it comes to dads and how they show up in their children's lives. So the first P in Papa stands for being present, and that is both emotionally and physically present in your children's lives. And the second letter is A, so be available. Don't be so busy that your children think that you don't care. And the third letter is also a P, and it's be protective. Fathers are traditionally very symbolically, physically protective and emotionally protective of their children. And then the third P stands for proud. You know, you are teaching children to value themselves by valuing and believing in them. And the final letter is be attentive. A for attentive. Pay attention. This means that you need to listen, you need to talk, and you need to share parts of yourselves with your children. So that sums up the Papa effect.
I was going to say, add an L there and throw in some extra love as well, because I've got to say that's where, for me, being a dad really comes to life, is that shared for love. But we can't go papal this morning. I love that acronym, and that's something I'm going to lean on every day. If you guys at home want to find out more about this, especially if you're a father grappling with the notion of what it is to be a dad, we've got more father talk coming your way in just a bit. Stay with us.
I love what Nikki Bush said. We have to be present in every single moment. And we are about to do just that. We're about to be present in the kitchen as we are making a funny bunny Pancake. And the marvelous Mama Chef Tumi is here to take us through this recipe. It's all about introducing our kids. And I know from about 9 months is when we start introducing them to different textures, helping them to self-feed themselves. And so this is a great recipe to introduce them to just that.
Definitely. It is a great recipe for that, but also just to give you a chance to play around with the food. I think the one thing I love about children is that children are inquisitive. So they want to make sure that what they play with or what they eat with is inviting. And it starts like food and play are one thing for me. So it's always about not only making it nutritious, but making it fun to make and fun to eat.
And you said today it's all about the arts and crafts. Yep. And I am dreading that moment when Luca's going to come home and say, Mommy, I'm going to need you to do something arts and crafty. I'm going to call a friend and I'm going to call you my friend.
My friend, I am one of the most creative people in this earth, I think. But when it comes to that stuff, it literally just goes out the window. Sometimes you think you're making a bit of a bunny and then it turns out into a crocodile, and sometimes you try and make a snake and then
we just say it's an animal.
Yes!
What animal do you get?
So that's why I'm trying to save us today and not say bunny and say animal. So whatever we turn out and make today, so let's do it.
Use your imagination. That is what it's all about. So where do we start with this?
It starts off with, okay, so we're making flapjacks, and it starts off with our wet ingredients. We've got an egg in here, and into this I'm going to whisk in some milk, as well as our melted butter and some mashed up bananas. But I'm going to ask you then to just get started with creating this.
Even me, I am not doing this without
my friend.
I need you. Okay, I will try. I'll try. What do you
let's start with getting the ingredients for the arts and crafts done. Can I ask you to peel the banana?
Okay, I can do that.
Before you cut it in half, just cut about 2 or 3 slices, the thin slices for us, and once you've done that, we'll be able to carry on. Don't look so traumatized. It's just arts and crafts, but with food.
I think this would have been easier with a child, but now I know the pressure's on. I'm having to show you my mama's skills right now, and girl, it is a hot mess. Okay, so you said you need?
Yeah, just let's make it another 3. Perfect. So now that you've done that, I'm going to ask you to slice it down the center so we can get 2. So these are going to basically work as our ears. While you're doing that, I'll add the rest of the ingredients over here. We've got some melted butter. And as you can see, I've started by making sure to do the wet ingredients first. Once we've done that, I will then add the rest of the ingredients. But as a flavor element to our flapjacks, what we're doing is we're not adding any additional sugars or anything like that. We're just adding our purity, and we're choosing to use the dairy with mixed berry and apple flavor today.
One thing about this pouch is they are perfect for every single age and stage of your little one's feeding journey from 6 months. Now, purity pouches are also available in a variety of flavors for every occasion, so you can go wild with those flavors. However, from 6 months, you can start the journey with simple fruit and veggie flavors, and then from about 7 months or so, you are ready to discover more flavor combinations. So you can try those mixed fruit and oats. Also, the textures will help them explore more of their palates. However, from 8 months on, you can start with the yogi pouches. That is for even more variety. Again, there's no preservatives or colorants, no artificial flavors, so it ticks off all those mama boxes. Our kids are ready. And one thing about these pouches, it's the convenience for me, girl.
Friend, I was going to that. I was coming to that right now to say, on those days when that little one is busy eeing and eyeing, and you're like, you need something in your mouth.
You need a moment.
Here you go.
Hey.
Put it in the mouth, keep that baby quiet. And then, yeah, you know, all the trauma has been evaded.
So are you using mixed berries and apples?
I'm using mixed berries. So now we need to create the flavors, right? So I'm going to start baking up our flapjacks here. All we've done is I've added all those wet ingredients, which was our egg, our butter, as well as the pouch that we just added to this, our purity pouch. And I've just added some flour with some baking powder in there. So I'm now going to drop it into here and start making the flapjacks. But you need to start creating the face for us. For a bunny, my friend. It must be a bunny. It mustn't be a bear. It mustn't be a crocodile.
Okay. And I see we have cutters over here. So I'll start with the big one, right?
You can start with the big one, but I'm going to give you an advice. Because we're trying to create a face, it is best to leave this one whole and then create... Actually, let me leave you, my friend. Whatever.
No. I need all the advice that I can get. So leave this one whole and then?
And then cut 2 small little circles from one of those.
Another one like this?
No, small.
This one?
You see, this is why shapes in school are important, guys. Small, big. I'm kidding, my friend. Keep going. So we're going to get 2, we need 2 of those small ones. So try and take it from the same flapjack. While you do that and struggle with your shapes, we're talking circles, small circles.
This is a circle. I made a circle because I have 4 of these.
Perfect. So now, while you're doing that, I'm also trying to get flapjacks to in this circular shape.
You see, as moms, sometimes we mess up, we make it work, but we make it work.
We make it work.
That's the thing.
It's all about it looking pretty. So let's see if our creative genius can come to work. let's say this is, and I'm going to make it upside down so that the viewers can see this bunny that we're trying to create. These are the ears. Right?
Groot ore, jong.
Groot ore, my friend. And this over here
is the eyes.
Is no.
Oh, that's the sockets. That's the sockets.
Yeah, that. And then we put those babies over there. And then we've got our eyes.
Oh, okay. I see you, girl.
There we go. You can create whiskers if you like to and have some whiskers and some teeth. But this is basically it.
And this one's for mommy. Because this one's obviously for Luca, and then this one's for mommy.
That's for Luca and mommy, but I feel like just for extra flavor, why not?
I mean, why not? There we go. This is definitely a funny bunny. I would laugh if I had to eat this, you know?
But I think our children would be traumatized by what we create.
No, but this is pretty. But again, don't tell them that's the bunny. Just say that whatever animal you think this is, that is exactly it. Chef, this is great. I love this. I think it was so simple. It was so easy. There you have it, Mzansi. A convenient meal solutions in a variety of flavors. And those textures are also great to introduce to our little ones. Perfectly tailored for each developmental stage so that parents can enjoy time with their little ones. Purity is there for you every meal, every snack, every step. And of course, if you do want to get your hands on this recipe, then all you have to do is visit our website, expressoshow.com. Enjoy. Cute.
I hope you'll always know how much I love you. I hope that you never stop learning and growing. That you'll be brave and joyful and kind. And that one day, when you look at me and I look at you, we'll love the wonderful you that you've become. It all begins with purity.
Your generosity can ignite a love for reading amongst our youth. Share your homegrown story. See Cadbury Story Edition packs. There's a glass and a half in everyone.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back as we continue our conversation with human potential and parenting expert Nikki Bush about the importance of fathers in our lives and the Papa effect. Nikki, welcome back. Just a bit of a reminder, please, because this is something that I think all dads can lean on every day. Just remind us what the Papa effect is.
Super, Graham. So we have PA. So the first one is be present. The second, be available. The third, be protective. The fourth, be proud. And the fifth, the final letter in Papa, is be attentive. And all of this encapsulates your expression of love and commitment to your children.
Because it is a commitment, and the joy is then you get that love returned to you exponentially. Now, what are some of the ways that fathers can earn those, I'm going to call them frequent father points, if you will?
Absolutely. I love this term, frequent father points. So, you know, for example, a dad and daughter date or a father and son adventure. You know, yours was recently in many airports internationally. And camp with your children, even if it's just in the garden or the lounge, you know. Fathers don't have to be superheroes. They just need to show up as everyday heroes. And never forget there's a timbre in a dad's voice that is so different to a mum's. So read stories to your children because the sound of your voice is really important. Things like building braais and fires and testing pool water. And I just remember my kids being on the roof with my husband with a chainsaw and cutting down trees and branches that had grown into the chimney and just watching them all. I was on the ground looking up, watching them all having this most amazing adventure. And, you know, so dads often tend to do things that are a little bit different than mums. And I was having a quiet giggle watching Jamie making the funny bunny pancake just now and remembering something that my husband used to do with my children. And when my son was 14, he said to his dad at the dinner table, "Dad, remember, flap your wings and fly." And I looked at them and I said, "What is flap your wings and fly?" And it was an adventure they used to have in the kitchen, making fruit smoothies in the morning. And our story went like this. I mean, my son was, you know, 2, 3 at the time. And Dad used to say to the kids, "Flap your wings." And they used to stand on the floor and flap their wings. And he used to pick them up and then fly them like aeroplanes around the kitchen and then land them next to the Magimix. And only then could they press the button to make the fruit smoothie. And that game was called Flap Your Wings and Fly. And my kids remember it to this day. So what memories are you creating with your children?
And that is why I have a bad back, like many fathers out there. I myself didn't have the opportunity to know my father, but some amazing male role models stepped in and they were there for me. How can those male role models in our lives be there for children?
Yes, so with 60% of our children not having fathers present in the home, we really need other men to step up to the plate to fill that gap. And so all the things that we've mentioned, other men can do with children. So my wish for this Father's Day is that children enjoy both the toughness and the tenderness of either their father or a father role model. And of course, today in South Africa, with father role models and people stepping up to the plate, this might include uncles, it might include grandfathers, and believe it or not, mothers and grandmothers who are filling that space. So here's to anybody who is taking up the role of a father in a child's life today, because your role is critical in how they will value themselves and respect themselves and allow themselves to be treated moving forward in their lives.
And I will say to my mother, who was that father figure, along with some incredible male role models, even my friends who have stepped up over this wedding journey for me, again, to all the father figures out there, we are sending so much love. And Nikki, I know that this is going to be a particularly emotional time for you, so we are sending you all of our love. We know that you are stepping into that role yourself. We love you and we appreciate everything that you do for us. I'm going to be leaning on the Papa Effect every day from here on out. A father's presence is needed. That was our human potential and parenting expert, Nikki Bush, sharing some more invaluable insights with us into the parenting dynamic of father and child.
Thank you for that incredible conversation, G. Absolutely loving it. But right now, we're going to be standing by with the man, the myth, the Put Legend. Yes, it's the isiXhosa hip-hop sensation. Put Legend is on our Expresso stage this morning to give us a taste of some of the tracks from his brand new album, isiXhosa Never Been Cooler. Man, I want to chat to you about this first before we get into the magic. Obviously, talking about father figures. Have you got a father figure or someone representing that role in your life?
I feel like I have someone who's representing it, because I never knew my father like that, but my big brother was always there for me, so I would give it to him.
All right, I got you, man.
He was always the one closing the void, everything. He was there for me. You know, he has his own kids now. He's an amazing father. I'm learning a lot from him.
Well, big ups to Big Brother for holding it down, man. And speaking of those ups and downs, this right here is the first track on the album, and it's appropriately titled Intro, and it speaks about exactly that, the ups and downs on this man's incredible journey so far. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's the first of many, and I know you're absolutely going to love this. It's Put Legend. Take it away, brother.
Yes, sir. Tata, stand up.
Thank you.
Eastern Cape, stand up. South Africa, stand up. If you love hip hop, stand up. If you love good music, stand up. If we are Ngalas Tali, smoking on Zaza, counting on Tata, fit we are Yazban Pambil. But in the dollar, paper Noctanda, if we are Tanda Hati, if we are Pifu Kaji, Emma Kawendi Bali, if we are Sozadi Tetan, Tulen Tetan Balis, Aga, Lali, Aga, Swazi, Tuken Ele, Joseph, Fetun, Kumbulan Kale, Pasin, Kata Yeko Netim, Fula, Pelanetem, and Penic, Abaglete Land, Yanik, Kaza Yijik, the same is cruising, Mamelu Shating, Fetu, my mistakes in Kanil, Chabayam Yatis, why yes, sisters are Pais, I don't trust nobody, I don't trust nobody, Kubakwi streets, we are backing at Zangendambe, Abafun and Wisa Mabaname, Chegan Siama Cheganane, and then Zeluba one day you kwabe, and the Konicas Sozilale, Umganga to Pants and Nandutate, the Winyu Supina, Ubatake, Bazotetungas, Ubanake, Galete Punditi Magwetini, Ungas Komberishi Sobabini, Auno Lens and Fetu no Bagnini, Pin and Kalawat and Kalanini, Galete Punditi Magwetini, Dijan and the Nubitini, iPhone plus Noti. For you black on Genos Bonemini, for you black on Genos Bonemsini, Kulena Machita Rongo really, Chaiki wing at Toto Hilly, being here Magwetin and Fiki, being here Magwetin and Diwi, being here Magwetin and Fiki, being here Magwetin and Diwi, I'm here Magwetin and Nippy, prepared, nobody inga yimpi, why you acting pretty while he beat me? I can never get enough of niggas, they don't wanna see me proceed, killing all my limits, make it ugly in the Yitan and Dimbi. Kawutata Joe thing a sippy, this glitch sauce and thing a sippy. Did it easy, sauce a banga trippy. I did it easy, sauce a banga trippy. I'm here, Magwetin and Nippy, prepared, nobody inga yimpi. Why you acting pretty while he beat me? I can never get enough of it.
Yes, man, that's their fire I came for this morning. What is up? Put Legend is up, Mzansi. And don't go anywhere. We've got 2 more performances coming at you. Isinkwasa's Legend has arrived. The man, the myth, the Put Legend. We'll see you soon. Yes, man.
Want to win a taste of the smooth life? Buy a Tropica. Find your unique code under the cap and stand a chance to win your share of 100,000 Rand worth of Uber vouchers. If you find the word treasure under your cap, you'll win one of these 10 big prizes. A gas hob, a fridge, a clothing voucher worth 10,000 Rand, one of 3 Rest Assured beds, or one of 2 Uber vouchers worth 10,000 Rand each. You could also win a trip for 2 to the smooth Seychelles, or a whopping 250,000 Rand worth of prizes from Suzuki. So buy a Tropica today and you could win big. See pack details. Tropica, nothing smoother.
everybody. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Yes, the G-Man is back. He's a married man. And there was a wedding, everybody. Now, wedding after wedding got postponed in 2020 due to the pandemic, of course, but things started to pick up a bit for nuptials in 2022 as restrictions got lifted, gathering sizes increased, and the COVID-19 vaccine became available. So, of course, our very own G-Man finally got the opportunity to cross borders and to tie the knot in the UK last week, and we have him in the hot seat to give us the exclusive. Firstly, congratulations, big man.
Thank you.
Wow, we've seen you for the past 3 years, you know, going through this journey, postponement after postponement, and finally here you are. He put a ring on it!
A married man. It's incredible. And thank you so much to all of you guys. I think, you know, especially during the tough months last year where it felt like more than we could all bear for all of us, I think, going through our own individual journeys. There's no way I wouldn't have gotten to that point without all of your support. I mean, there's just no way. So thank you so much. I cried. I cried, and I cried, and then I cried some more, made everyone else cry. It was just the most emotional day of my life. Bar the birth of my kids, probably the best day of my life. Look at that face, man. How beautiful is my wife? And of course, we danced our way right out of the ceremony. The kiss did apparently go on for a little bit longer than is accustomed, but it was magical.
Gee, I got to ask you, man, because like you said earlier, leading up to this day...
Wait, look at Georgia.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my word.
Look at Jack in that suit, man.
So, two very good friends of ours that side. That's their daughter, India, with my 2 little kids. If you could have seen my body convulsing as they came down that aisle and then when Linz came out, but that's pretty much what my face looked like for the entire wedding weekend, and Georgia fell asleep in my arms on that day. Having had 3 years for this to build up and for those expectations to mount, it surpassed every expectation. It was absolutely amazing. The venue was amazing, and of course, you can guess at what stage of the evening that photo was taken. The wedding dance did go really well. Of course, Linz was like, made changes to the choreography in the moment, not remembering that I can't dance at all. And you'd think she would know that, but it was absolutely magical, guys. Absolutely beautiful.
I wanted to say this, man, because we got an incredible opportunity to see all the chaos that you were trying to deal with to have this wedding. A wedding overseas, a wedding with rekindling with family as well, and taking the entire family up with you. Obviously, all that stress amounts to this moment. When you were actually in the moment, did it meet the expectation? Was it like a dream? Because the pictures definitely look like it.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is, I think I'd been walking in a dream, and I think like many of us, trying to just deal with the repercussions of what's gone on, and it was a reset. There was a moment there where I actually looked, I'm like, wow, this is the first stress-free day that I've had in 3 years.
To be present,
and you'd think your wedding day should be the most stressful, but it was exactly the opposite. The people that were there, the amount of effort that everyone went to make this all happen, I'm so grateful to everyone, but it's like I've been given this gift to start a new chapter, and not to start over, but to build on everything that we've built to this point. And having my kids there and being present in that moment, honestly, one of the best days of my life. Incredible.
I also believe you met someone there. Share some more about that.
So this is the bizarre thing. Wherever we go, I think we forget that this is a global show that people watch all over the world. So we went to a beautiful little town called York. Massive history, great place for a couple of days just to be on our own and have some fun. Step out of my hotel room and I just hear, hey, aren't you Graham? Aren't you Graham from Cape Town?
No way.
So I hope there's a picture. This is Gideon, who's a fan of Expresso, who is living in York. All over the world, they are fans of the show. So it was so great to be reminded of this amazing show that we're on and how awesome our viewership is. So Gideon, wherever you are in the world right now, I hope you're watching. But I got to say to Lindsay's folks, to her family, to my amazing family, to all of my friends, to everyone who contributed to this incredible day, thank you so much. And to my Expresso family, I wish I could have flown all of you over there to be with us. It really was so special. So thank you for giving me my space to enjoy the moment. But for the next, I think, year and a half, you're going to see these kind of photos on my social media platforms. And to my kids, they were, I mean, despite the travel craziness, there's India and my 2 beautiful, beautiful kids. They're going to be more tears. There's going to be a lot more of that. That was the funny thing. All the older gents, the morning after, coming to me saying, it's good that a man can show his emotion. It's good that a man, I think to a man and to a woman, we all cried our eyes out because it was just an amazing and very special moment where so many, I think, strings were tied together. So I'm so grateful and I'm so filled with love. And yes, the dance went well. Look at that.
Listen, I need to run off. I've got to get to the kitchen, but I just
Go
want to
make
say,
me something
man,
special,
your
boy.
happiness makes me so happy, and I wish for more of these memories. And I'm giving you free range to share as many pictures as you can all throughout the year, because it's always going to make us smile.
And tips, because you're next.
Oh, buddy, it's going to be the best day of your life, my friend.
I'm leaving.
Go cook for me. Go cook for me.
That being said, G, did you ever think, you know, when you started out Strictly years ago, because people, that's what a lot of people are saying, is like, when they saw you guys, that first
But
moment,
can I
that
just
connection.
say, okay, no one believed me when I said before Strictly even came, and I said to people, I'm going to meet the love of my life doing this show. Then it came, then I met the love of my life. It happened. It really did happen. So it was like just this click moment. But looking back to where it all began, it is crazy to me. So thank you to that dance show. But most of all, thank you to my beautiful wife. She is now my wife and all mine. And my beautiful kids, we've got a complete loop now in this family, and I could not be more proud to have her on my arm. Linz, I absolutely love you.
G-Man is officially a married man, everybody. It's time for us now to go back to the kitchen with an unmarried man, everybody. He is still single. He is still single, so that's why he's in the kitchen.
Absolutely love it, and that is definitely something to celebrate. And speaking of celebrations, here's another recipe that we can definitely add to the celebratory list. Check this one out. Oh, actually, we're going to do it right now. Sorry. So, ready for a simple yet impressive fruity breakfast? Because I wasn't, but I am now. I promise I am. Okay, so we're talking about our fruits of the forest, strawberries and cream donuts, and they are one of the reasons to get out of this bed this morning, right? That's your bed. Get out of it, because this is perfect for you. Now, they're so easy to make when you're bored of the same old, and they are also perfectly fitting for any essential tea break. So, you want to have a break right now? You want to have a break later? Don't worry, we got you covered, and this is something that's going to be so exceptional. We've got two esteemed chefs here in the building, in the kitchen, so I can just watch, I guess, right? Because it's all in your hands. We're in good hands.
You're definitely off the hook. And the one thing I love about this dish is that we're talking about it being a break-fast dish. So whenever you're breaking a fast, whether it's from sleeping throughout the night and eating in the morning, or not eating during the day, eating it as a snack, you can eat it any time of the day.
Nice. And you can eat it as well because there's some good nutrition in this as well. Some fruits of the forest coming through with the nutrients and everything else. And let me talk about that right now, because Clover's Fruits of the Forest dairy snack has also such a beautiful creamy taste. It's got that crunchiness in it, as well as the fruit added to it as well. So you know that you can use any flavor for that filling when you do put this recipe together, which we'll talk about right now. But what I wanted to talk to you about is the source of 10 vitamins that you get in this. And if you're looking for breakfast on the go, then you can try Fruits of the Forest with cereal, ready to enjoy anywhere. Simple as that. But we got a beautiful recipe to make. So
we do.
Where are we at?
All right, so I'm going to be making the actual donut. So like we're taking a sort of a donut cake type of direction.
Like two of the world's best things.
But it's shaped and looks like a donut.
Naughty.
So enjoying all those flavors. Let's get into the making of it. So we've got some flour that I've added some baking powder to right now. Into this, I'm adding a bit of sugar. That's our dry ingredients together now. And then after that, we're going to go in with our wet ingredients, which for us in this instance are going to be an egg in the center, as well as some melted butter. So I figure, may I also ask you just to add about 3 tablespoons of our Fruits of the Forest for me, so I can add them into this mixture over here.
I think, are you a specialist when it comes to cooking pastries, or are you a griller, a baker? What's your forte?
I am a griller because I love meat.
Okay.
Baking, I'm getting there because I don't have the patience for it really. But I'm getting there.
I like that though. Okay, but I also do like the fact that you also are putting yourself in a space where you can challenge yourself, right? And you can be out of your comfort zone, which is always fantastic. So I like the fact that we're using this again, and I like the fact that we've got 2 professionals in the building.
Yes, yeah. So I'm going to add a couple of spoons into our mixture over here. So our wet ingredients would be our egg, our melted butter, as well as our vanilla essence. And then we're going in with quite a generous amount of our Fruits of the Forest.
I see, sir. But no one's going to complain about that, right?
No. Who complains about flavor and deliciousness? So, and you see right now we're using the strawberry flavor. Now, if you wanted to, you could even add more fresh pieces of fruit in there. But the great thing about Fruits of the Forest, it already does that.
It already has that. So unless you want to go crazy and get extra bits in, you don't actually have to worry because it's all included in here.
Not at all.
I like that.
So while Afika is doing that, I'm going to actually just get the, you know, with every donut, there has to be something either on the inside, on the top.
Yes, you got to have a little secret or surprise or something, yes.
So what, not only have we got our Fruits of the Forest in the actual batter, but we're also putting it on the very top. So what we've done now is we've just mixed up a bit of cream cheese in here, as well as some icing sugar, and then a little bit more of our Fruits of the Forest. And we're gonna dunk these babies into the
That
slish.
sounds so good. So putting it inside, on-side, outside, everywhere. You just wherever, and then most importantly, we're gonna put it in our mouth.
We're gonna put it inside
Who's
of
gonna
our
be
mouth.
able to resist this? Can I feel one of these?
Please do. Please go ahead. Feel it. Taste it.
Okay, I was wondering, is it hard? Is it crunchy? But it's got that cake sort of texture, almost like a spongy muffin in a sense. And then you're just putting this on top of it. Get out of here!
Get out of here. And then these babies are just going to go into the oven to bake it for 10 minutes at 180 degrees. You literally just want them to be nice and soft and tender. And all those flavors that are in your fruits of the forest are literally going to pop as you bake it.
All right. I forgot, you mentioned that like baking and stuff was quite hard. That was pretty simple, right?
That was really simple. That was really
Maybe we
simple.
could get into the pastry life after this, I think. You never know, but of course, Mzansi, I need to go and see if this is as good as it looks. So let me step over this side and have a little nibble. And for you, of course, you can get this recipe right now. ExpressoShow.com for all the inspiration. And let me tell you,
Tell us what you think. I think you should also taste one.
Should I?
Please. Let us know what you think.
Cool.
Because I mean,
the fruits are coming through. Oh, it's making that authentic texture. The puffiness of the actual donut itself. It's like a cake from like another world. And then
I just
the
love
fruits of the forest,
flavor.
the icing. Magnifique. Fika, what do you think?
I love the strawberry.
We love it. Our mouths are full. You're going to love it as well. ExpressoShow.com. You want any other recipe inspiration? And of course, here's another recap for you to enjoy. Find out how to make this right now. No recap, but the recipe is online. Go get it and go enjoy this. Lovely stuff. Nice.
Fruits of the forest from Clover just added real cereal crunch. A symphony of fruit, oats, seeds, and granola crunch. Fruits of the forest. Real fruit, real cereal, real taste.
Made with love by Clover.
1 in 2 healthy South African women suffer from iron deficiency. Speak to your healthcare professional about getting tested and treated for iron deficiency. Brought to you by FerryMed.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's time for another epic performance. Boot legend and Salty Etienne is back on the Expresso stage, giving us a look at what to expect from his brand new album. Now, this next track has 10,000 views on YouTube alone, having only been released last month. It is levels on levels on levels. This is Hosh Nonke featuring Salty Etienne. Take it away.
Let's do it. There is my brother. Shut up. This is actually my cousin, blood. Let's do it, my boy. Shout out to Black Russian for producing this song. You are really amazing, my guy. I'm praying for you. You need to blow up. Yeah. Exhale, wash nonke. Kudala silap, kudala sipango, siya pop songe. As long as they lap, as long as they pan, so ze sokole. Kaloni ne blanc, kaloni ne grep, so ze smokole. Exe whoosh nonke, exe whoosh nonke. Kudala silap, kudala sipang, hooksia pop sonke. As long as they laugh, as long as they pan, so ze sokole. Kalon in the plan, kalon in the claim, so ze smokole. Exe whoosh nonke. Half of the time I ain't studying this thing. Half of the time she be paying a visit, I totally paying her bills. Half of the time I be getting on nigga, I'm feeling like Kenny, I walk with a limp. I got it till me one day we can see. Figure my tuga with 21 questions, I promise I'm 30 kwandone in the sea. Ogo ndakula ni ngane, lumtulo ni mngane, ni city asoze ni ngam. Kane ni kupe le kale, ni tebe ni tube my kligen, tebe ni tube my kligen. Ogo ni kone my kawen, no bako sani ni busy, na fetu I promise asoze unbone. Ewo ni Yesusa nenda, baso kuta nenda, but them clamungas bones daben. I came up kwa kwenzima, babe city sisi zlima. Jonga ngoku sinestima, okay phone ibiringa. Lamazango ayinginga. I was born for this little bro. Aslandelisia balita. Excel wash nonke. Kudala silap, kudala sipan, goksia pop sonke. As long as they laugh, as long as they pan, so ze sokole. Kalon in a plan, kalon in a claim, so ze smokole. Excel wash nonke, excel wash nonke. Kudala silap, kudala sipan, goksia pop sonke. As long as they laugh, as long as they pan, so ze sokole. Kalon in a plan, kalon in a claim, so ze smokole. Excel wash nonke, excel wow. Puma ketanga no menu tetesi izinto ziyabethisa. Leweke umsisipiwe sivela kuthixo xa nirapha nanzenzi yalwana ibisikarele shopping. Somebody thengise lokshin, ndithenda tshintsha ababelieve. Culo wami nguyaphilisa lo irap sama kokebisi. Nowadays I'm killing shows ezimali phole enhlobano Let's find it more than 10K, but you know easy money comes and it goes. I run with the flows, I'm never switching on my bros. Or don't always get on clothes. My son's in it toast. I'm glad this is the life that I chose. In terms of fact to face close. Yeah, I'm going to my song, I've been singing, I call him Josana, you're trying to get down. Yeah, go to my song, I've been singing, I call him Komani and King Williamstown. I'm going to my song, I've been singing, he's a family lubuning. I'm going to my song, I've been singing, he's a family lubuning. Excel wash nonke. Kudala silap, kudala sipan, goksia pop sonke. As long as they laugh, as long as they pan, so ze sokole. Kalon in a plan, kalon in a claim, so ze smokole. Excel wash nonke, excel wash nonke. Kudala silap, kudala sipan, goksia pop sonke. As long as they laugh, as long as they pan, so ze sokole. Kalon in a plan, kalon in a claim, so ze smokole. Excel wash nonke, excel wow. Puma ketanga no menu tetesi izinto ziyabethisa. Leweke umsisipiwe sivela kuthixo xa nirapha nanzenzi. Ndwani ibisikarele, sanga ndiyithengise. Ndithenda tshintsha ababelieve. Culo wami nguyaphilisa kaloku irap sama kokebisi. Yes sir.
Duo we never knew we needed. I'm so glad that we had you here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Luckily, they still have one more performance coming your way, so don't go anywhere. But that being said, it's time now to have another look at those news headlines, and Mr. Nature Boy is standing by to deliver just that.
Thank you so much, Jamie. Of course, it's just gone on the hour. It's 8 o'clock and it's time to kick off with the news headlines. And starting on national front, South Africa's gross domestic product grew by 1.9% in the first quarter of this year. Now, on an annual basis, the economy grew by 3% compared to the first quarter of this year and the same period last year. Now, figures from Statistics South Africa show that the sectors that have contributed the most are in the manufacturing industry, trade, catering, accommodation, as well as the real estate industry. Now, financial and business services sectors too. Now, economists say the faster than expected recovery in the COVID-19 situation was also a contributing factor to the boom in the tourism industry. Well, sticking to our national news headlines right now, the Gauteng Police Highway Patrol Unit recovered stolen copper worth some 15 million rand and also arrested 2 men in City Deep, Johannesburg on Monday. Now, SAP's spokesperson, or SAPS, Colonel Dimakatso Sela, said members of the unit acted on information about a hijacked trailer offloading stolen copper in a storage facility in City Deep. Now, Selo said 2 male suspects, aged 32 and 38, were arrested and would appear in court soon on charges of possession of suspected stolen property. Now, she also added that Gauteng's Police Commissioner, Lieutenant Gen Elias Mawela, had welcomed the arrest. Well, from our national news headlines, we move over to international news and over in Mozambique, where they have now banned the import of animals and animal products from Zimbabwe due to the renewed outbreak of foot and mouth disease. Now, the import of feed for cattle, goats, pigs and sheep has also been prohibited. Now, Zimbabwean authorities have confirmed the outbreak of foot and mouth disease in Mashonaland. Now, the province's borders Mozambique, and Mozambique's Ministry of Agriculture says they are monitoring the movement of animals, and no animal products may be taken through border posts. Well, moving now from Mozambique, we head over to Italy, where Italian police have seized 4.3 tons of cocaine with a street value of some 240 million euros. Now, it's described as one of the largest drug finds in Europe, and the seizure is a major setback for the Colombian Clan del Golfo drug cartel, and the leader of the cartel, Dario Antonio Usaga, was arrested in October last year. Now, the international investigation, which involved the US and Colombia, lasted more than a year. Now, warrants have been issued for the arrest of 38 people in 6 countries, and the drug cartel's network spans 28 countries wide. Well, next up on the news fronts, this is something extra interesting. Rats are being trained to be sent into earthquake debris wearing tiny backpacks. Yes, you heard that correctly. And this is going to enable members of rescue teams to talk to survivors. Incredible news indeed. And at work on this innovative project is 33-year-old research scientist Dr. Dana Keane from Glasgow in Scotland. Now, thus far, 7 rats have been trained and will be used for rescue work where victims are buried under rubble. Now, dogs have been used for similar purposes, but rats have an advantage due to their small size and flexibility. Now, at the moment, homemade prototype backpacks containing microphones are being used by Keane, and she sends the rats into mock debris during training. Now, the rodents will eventually have the chance to work in the field when they're sent to Turkey, which is prone to earthquakes. Now, this to assist search and rescue teams. Now, the training brings to mind the gallantry of Magawa, the landmine-sniffing rat from Cambodia, which was awarded a gold medal for his heroism. Oh, I love the news, especially when you find out that animals are supporting humans, and I'm here for it all. Now, it's time to carry on with the rest of the headlines. Standing by right now, of course, is the G-Man, back at it once again, doing his thing. And here is the latest and the last round of news when it comes to sport.
Thank you so much, Raul. Let's start in Europe and footballing news. First up, Harry Kane scoring his 50th goal, in fact, for England, with a late penalty to earn a Nations League draw with Germany in Munich yesterday. Kane was fouled by Nico Schlotterbeck with the spot kick given by the video assistant referee. The striker sent Manuel Neuer the wrong way. And Jonas Hoffmann had opened the scoring earlier in the match, running onto Joshua Kimmich's pass before firing home. This was England's first point, in fact, in the 2022-23 Nations League. After they lost to Hungary in Saturday's opener. Well, Germany, they've drawn both of their opening 2 games. And elsewhere, Italy, they continued their unbeaten start to their campaign after beating Hungary 2-1 with an inexperienced lineup. And first half goals from Niccolò Barella and Lorenzo Pellegrini were enough for Roberto Mancini's men to seal the victory. Then on to rugby, South African players dominating the Vodacom United Rugby Championship with the URC Dream Team for the 2021-22 season. South African franchises account for 10 members of that 15-man selection, of course determined by a media vote. The Stormers, they're the best represented side with 5 players making the cut. URC top try scorer Leon Zass, he joined teammates Evan Roos, Damian Willems, Siabelo Senatla and Warwick Galant. The Bulls, they've got 3 players from their ranks in the side with Johan Grobela, Ruan Nokia and Marcel Coetzee all included, while Oxen Chair and Thomas de Toy excuse me, with the only 2 representatives from the Sharks to make the side. Then on to a brave new step for netball South Africa. Proteas captain Bongiam Somi and stars Elise Potgieter and Carla Pretorius were among the 24 players who became the first contracted national team players in the sport's history in this country. The move sees netball edge that much closer to coveted professionalism in the sport that will, of course, be holding its next Netball World Cup in Cape Town next year. Netball South Africa announced that of the 24 contracted players, 7 were overseas based, while the remainder were based here in South Africa and have featured in the ongoing Netball League. And head coach Dorette Badenhorst said the contracts, which began on the 1st of April, were the right move to nudge the sport closer to professionalism. Then sending shockwaves through the world of golf, South Africa's top-ranked golfers Louis Oosthuizen, Brennan Grace and Charles Schwartzel have resigned their membership from the PGA Tour to play in the Saudi-backed LIV Golf Series. So Oosthuizen confirmed that he has given up his PGA Tour membership card at Centurion Club on Tuesday ahead of this week's inaugural LIV event. Former world #1 and 2-time major champion Dustin Johnson also resigned from the PGA Tour along with Sergio Garcia, Graham McDowell and Kevin Na. This week's event tees off at Centurion Club at St. Albans tomorrow. It'll have a $25 million purse with $4 million going to the winner. Well, that's where we leave our sporting headlines for this Wednesday morning. Let's touch on the weather one last time.
It sure is good to have you back, Mr. G-Man. But on the weather front, for the final time, the South African Weather Service's Seasonal Climate Watch says that below normal rainfall is forecast for the southwestern half of the country and notably above normal rainfall over parts of KZN throughout the winter season. Now, this comes as heavy rains have already led to flooding, property destruction and fatalities in the coastal province. Large parts of the country are reporting reasonable to good conditions in terms of crops, veld and livestock, though flooding has resulted in damage in some areas. In its climate advisory for the 2022 winter season, the Agriculture, Land Reform and Rural Development Department said yesterday that the parts of the Northern Cape, the Western Cape and the Sarabartman district of the Eastern Cape continue to experience dry conditions. The department said the average level of major dams had increased in most provinces after the summer rains. Then from weather news to sunrise views, we can't start the day without showcasing the sunrise images shared with us via the Expresso WhatsApp line. So to start us off, we had Luis G. Sherry from Maybury Park starting off our morning with the shot of the morning sky filled with hues of blue and yellow melting into one another. Then our very own Mr. Prosper from Khayelitsha shared this early morning shot of the streets lighting up as the sun begins to rise in the distance. Then we also had Stallone Pillay from Umkomas, who started his morning on the beach, so jealous, and captured this beautiful shot of the sun rays reflecting on the ocean. And then last but definitely not least, we had Jaden Paulser, who shared this bold sunrise from Elsenburg, where the sun begins to rise from behind the mountains. Then just a reminder to everyone watching right now that if you'd like to share your sunrise images with us, simply send it through to our WhatsApp line. That number is 063-408-8863. We'd love to see how you start your day, and who knows, you might get a feature here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. But that being said, let me get you geared up for the rest of the day with those temperatures. For you, Polokwane, it is a low of 3 and a high of 22, as well as Umbombela, your range is 7 to 23. Pretoria, if you're out and about, do expect some sunshine on this Wednesday with a minimum of 6 and a maximum of 22, as well as Johannesburg, for you, it is a low of 3 that will peak at 20. Mahikeng, for you, 423. Klerksdorp can be seen with a low of 2 and a high of 22, and then Kimberley, for you, sunshine also coming your way on this Wednesday, ranging from 3 to 21. Bloemfontein, for you, it is -1 with a high of 22. Richards Bay can be seen with a range of 12 to 25, as well as Pietermaritzburg, your range is 8 to 25 as well. South Africa's playground, Durban, ranging from 14 to 24. Mthatha, for you, it is 726, as well as East London can be seen with a minimum of 15 and a maximum of 25. Craddock, if you're out and about, your range is 3 to 23. GQ Gqeberha is 1326. George, also sunshine coming your way with a range of 1 to 25, as well as the Mother City Cape Town ranging from 13 to 25 as well. Worcester, for you, 727. Sutherland, 218. And last but definitely not least, Uppington ranging from 5 to 25. Well, that is where I leave your weather here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Well, ahead of Father's Day, we are celebrating that beautiful connection that a father shares with his children, and this one is going to make you wish you could sing beautifully along with your child. We're going to introduce you to a father-daughter duo that are making waves across the world with beautiful voices. Adrian and Emma Jean are going to blow your minds and, yes, probably melt your hearts.
Definitely. Now, listen up to this as well. Coming right at you, I think this is the moment for all dads, especially you, G, to maybe just let your partner know that they need to watch this show specifically for what's coming up next. Chef Clem has got some Father's Day gifting ideas which you are going to absolutely love. Here's the inspiration. Don't go anywhere.
What's beta-glucan? Hello, do you know what beta-glucan is? What is beta-glucan? No one knows what beta-glucan is.
Beta-glucan is a natural fiber in jungle oats that helps lower cholesterol and keep hearts well.
Jungle, do life with heart.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked. Let's see if we can inspire you even more ahead of Father's Day. Now, this father-daughter singing sensation went viral back in 2020 and then gained internet fame after uploading a video of them singing the all-time hit, The Prayer, well known for being, of course, performed by Celine Dion and Andrea Bocelli. This golden duo is all the way from the City of Gold in Johannesburg right now.
So let us please welcome this father-daughter duo, Adrian and Emma Jean Galliard. The two are joined with us today to take us through their viral video and music journey. But before we say any more, here is a sneak peek at the viral video that was posted. Take a look.
La luce che tu dai nel cuore resterà a ricordarci che l'eterna stella sei nella mia preghiera. Quanta fede c'è. Lead us to a place.
Guide us with your grace. Give us faith so we'll be safe.
Oh, let the tears flow. I did warn them beforehand that I'm a cry risk, and that's okay, because that connection between father and daughter is something that needs to be celebrated. Please put your hands together for the beautiful singing duo that are Adrian and Emma Jean. Welcome to the show.
Thanks. Thanks, guys. Thank you for having us. It's wonderful to be here today.
It is so wonderful to connect with the two of you. I'm sure watching that video must conjure all sorts of emotions in you. But Emma, I'm going to start with you. You were so young. You're just 11 years old, in fact, when that video went viral. 45 million views later. Emma, how does it feel to know that that moment that you guys captured, which I'm sure was quite special when you did it, has reached literally the entire world?
Well, it was actually really amazing because we never imagined it could get there, because we only let out we recorded the prayer and we put it out to the public on Facebook, but like our friends and family so they could enjoy it, because it was in lockdown and we were all tired and we wanted to see them and we wanted to lift their spirits. And so we thought it would just be a nice thing to do. And then it started going completely viral, and it felt so amazing because it's such a miracle. It's something that happens very rarely, and I got to do it with my dad, and we've just been growing from there, and it was such an amazing experience, and I'm so glad that happened.
Emma, that is so beautiful, and we are so emotional. I don't know why I feel so emotional just watching this, being able to see this special bond between you and your dad. Adrian, what was the significance of this being posted during Easter of 2020? It was still lockdown back then.
Different world, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, you know, my business had been closed, as many people's, because we went into a hard lockdown, and I didn't really know what I was going to do, and I was moping around, and Emma came to me and she said, "Come on, Dad, let's go and put some music out." So we thought, well, Easter's coming. Let's just go and record some stuff. We had some recording equipment at home. We said, well, let's go and record the prayer. Let's go and put that out, and just for a bit of fun, just for something to do, because it was such a hard time for everybody, and you know, we were feeling so down. And then this whole crazy experience happened. Suddenly we had to create a YouTube and Instagram account and Facebook account, because there was suddenly this demand for our music, which we never in a million years expected. We just really wanted to touch a few people on Easter Sunday, as Emma said, when they couldn't be with family and friends. So it was really very surreal, and it's been the most incredible journey with this youngster who has really inspired me to get singing again and to perform. Yeah.
I mean, feeding off that, after this went viral, you even featured in Colombian news, where you were mistaken for being Andrea Bocelli's son and granddaughter. This is like the ultimate reset. And I think for so many people, COVID presented this opportunity to redefine ourselves, reframe our world. What has it been like, and what was that trigger that was kind of sparked within you guys when this happened? How much has your life changed?
Yeah, it was a completely crazy moment, that, because suddenly somebody posted it back to me. They said, you do know that you've been, said that people are saying that you are Andrea Bocelli's son and granddaughter, and it was in a Colombian publication, and with 16 million views, it was Time to Say Goodbye was the song we put out, and within a day there was 16 million views of that. And a very funny story with that. I eventually went online and said, listen, we're Adrian and Emma Jean. We're from Johannesburg, South Africa. We have no relation to Andrea Bocelli and his family, only to be told quite firmly that they know for a fact that we are related to Andrea Bocelli. So who was I to argue with that? So that was quite a crazy story. But I mean, it was absolutely insane. We suddenly got interviewed by all kinds of publications asking if the story was true. But just to be compared to somebody that amazing. I mean, he's an awesome singer. He's one of my heroes as a classical singer. So to have that comparison was amazing. And so, yeah, and it happened a little while later as well with Hallelujah. We sang Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah, and an Israeli publication picked that up and said the same thing. So it was crazy. It was a crazy time, and things have kind of exploded from there in terms of interviews and performances and that kind of stuff. Yeah, weird.
But it's all totally warranted, my friend. You guys, well, you've done our country proud. You've done Andrea Bocelli and his family proud in a completely indirect way. But we cannot wait to find out more about how much your life has, in fact, changed. And I know you guys have released an album, and this has started something truly special for the both of you. So I'm going to ask you to sit tight. If any of your pets or other siblings are trying to break in, let them break in. It's fine. We don't mind. But we are so privileged to have you on the show this morning. And, of course, our viewers absolutely adore you. So we're going to continue to put your message out there, and we cannot wait to hear from more and hopefully see more and hear more of their incredible performances.
Definitely, and we're also going to be celebrating more Father's Day, and Chef Clem and Riley standing by to show us all those ultimate gifts.
Yeah, come through. Let's celebrate. Now, we're celebrating the dads, of course, with Father's Day around the corner. And the dads are definitely our #1 supporters from day one. So let's show them love and let's show them appreciation, of course, by spoiling them with the gifts that provide quality and convenience, maybe in the kitchen too. Now, Chef Clem is here to share his ultimate Father's Day gift guide, and I know he's coming through with the good stuff. Clem, how's your father figure, how's the role been, and how's the memories of your dad? Is it something that's been positive for you?
Absolutely, and it's so amazing. I invited my dad to come over for dinner, for lunch on Sunday. But you know what dads are like? They get to your house, and immediately he just started, like, doing something in the garden, fixing that. I didn't even...
call it petering. They just go petering.
And my dad's name is Peter. It's petering.
No way.
Oh, there's my dad. You see? So literally, like, dads are just so amazing. And it's funny how you're always their child.
Yeah.
And he still, like, treats me that way. And I love it. I love it, absolutely. So I put together this list of things that I know that he's gonna like, and how amazing, it's things that I would like as well. And when you buy foodie gifts, keep in mind, it's a gift that keeps on giving. It's not just for one person, it's for everyone.
Because everyone's enjoying
the craft
that I create. So I see you've got a long list and a lot of cool things.
I'm going to get through everything.
Okay,
Watch this.
Please do.
Okay, so starting right in front, we've got the pizza paddle and the pizza stone. Why is it actually a perfect gift for Father's Day now? Because if you like braai, right, the weather's a bit like moody and gloomy, so you can't bring that chaos outside. You take it inside. Pizza party. Pizza party.
Okay,
and my dad's the type of person that will start making the pizza dough like yesterday already.
And your dad's someone that also likes, he takes pride in the braai and takes pride in doing pizzas, right? So any reason to be able to serve the people, I mean, that's a big dad
absolutely.
Thing, right?
So that's one of my favorites, especially for winter, for Father's Day. Coming over here, right?
Yeah.
A bar set. I mean, you want to create your own little bar vibe at home, not only for alcoholic drinks. Mocktails are so on trend right now. You got everything you need right here for your mocktails. The bar set has everything that you need. Now, when it comes to tech in the kitchen, Grant Hines, who? What? What?
For what?
For what? I'm obsessed with tech in the kitchen. And this is, go over here, an electric wine bottle opener, which comes with the foil cutter, okay? It's literally, you do nothing. You stand there and you're just like, and then a few seconds later, done.
Done.
I mean, that's epic, eh?
Oh, that is
it's so amazing. So another thing...
no longer you have to worry about, and guys, watch your eyes, stand out the way.
No, it's done for you. So this is USB charge, which means you never have to buy batteries. Another thing that you never have to buy batteries for is this. Oof. It's an electric lighter. No more lighter fuel, no more matches, no more nothing. Charge it via USB. You can see it switches on there, push the button, boom, little spark on the top.
Clem, I can see you playing with this thing a lot.
I've been knocking on the neighbors. I'm knocking on the neighbors' doors. Is there a candle in the house that you need lit? I'm your guy.
Chef Clem running around doing load shedding. I got you guys.
If you see a colored man running down your street, it's probably me. It's okay. It's okay. All right, so the next we got is, and you're gonna like this, our chopping boards. And it's not just a chopping board, because you can buy any board and just start serving. It's about sustainability.
Yes, please.
Making sure that the wood is sustainable, right? Very, very important. And these are great. These age as well as your dad has over the years.
Like also, it's a nice thick block.
You do, and you want that. That makes it multi-purpose for so many different things. So this is really, really great. And like I said, it does last forever if you look after it. Remember when grills were like in fashion, and then it kind of like died down, everything became about air fryers, grills are back. Grills are back. This is the Bosch grill, and it does so many things. True story, I've had mine for like a month and a bit. Last week, I found out that this guy actually opens up completely flat onto your table. So you can do like a little grill party indoors.
So you can have like two plates going at the same time?
At the same time.
Okay, nice. And is it still the gridded non-stick plates that they're using in here?
Absolutely.
Imagine, right?
Look, I'm not supposed to like fiddle, but what I love...
Look how beautiful that looks.
Is it completely opens up. So if you can do like an indoor grill night with your sliced meat on the one side, your veg on the other side, everybody helps themselves and grills their own meat. This is smart. Ralph?
It is smart.
If it was up to me, I would just send it home with you. It's amazing. Okay.
It could be up to you, you know?
It's up to me. Ralph,
to some people,
Ralph's taking the Bosch grill home. Okay, then, my favorite, we spoke about this, is the Expresso Legisma one. The compact size is everything. It is everything. This is literally, again, this is my one from home. And I got witnesses that saw me bring it out my car this morning. I go everywhere with this thing. Honestly, it is also, could I just say, at the office, how fancy are you if you have your own coffee machine because it's so compact on your office desk?
Think about this, because I have a power inverter. Imagine I go camping and I plug this in and the people come near and I serve. Come on. Come on. How cool is that?
That's amazing.
How cool would that be?
Absolutely.
And that's possible, right here.
It is possible.
Awesome. Nice.
You got your water canister at the back. It works on the pods, which is absolutely amazing. Willie's and I have the pods as well. You're completely sorted. This is my coffee machine of the year. I'm obsessed and I'm loving it. Last thing is glasses. Sometimes we underestimate just glasses.
Yeah.
We just get any glass for any job. No. This is a proper red wine, lead-free crystal glass.
Oh, that's important, yeah.
It makes all the difference. And the shape, which might look different, but it's been curved in a specific way to allow all those aromas to get into your olfactory system. So you get the full wine experience with these wine glasses. Also, red wine, bigger than your white wine glasses. It's not so you can hold more. It's because of the body and the flavors and the aromas. These glasses are die hard.
These aren't glasses. These are experience enhancers. That's what they are.
Raul de Mornay said it. These are experience enhancers. So
you've actually ruined Father's Day gifting, to be very honest, because how do you choose amongst all of this? I want to take it all. If I was to really show off for my dad and want to get in the perfect gift, it would be the entire bundle.
So very quickly, yeah? Top 3 picks for your dad out of this bunch right here. Now, I know you said it's difficult.
Definitely blew me away with the Bosch Grill, especially the fact that it obviously opens up and you have 2 options. I like what you mentioned with the pizza oven option. Like winter, you're missing out that braai feel. Now you can bring it inside and have like a pizza gesals time. I like that. And then I don't know about this, but I think the machine for me, just the fact that you can almost take it anywhere. It's so convenient. And obviously it's going to serve and carry on doing so much more, just like everything else going on here, which I love about it. It's not just a once-off. It's something you said. It's going to last forever. Absolutely. Possibly even till the next Father's Day, and you can remind me, I don't need to give you a gift anymore because last year I stepped it up.
And then you just point at the Bosch Grill and go, you know more.
Don't forget.
It's done. It's done. These are my
Clem, I'll definitely be seeing you on the next load shedding with your USB fire lighter.
Look out for me.
For you, Mzansi, make your dad feel loved and appreciated this Father's Day with amazing gifts from Woolworths. And remember, Woolworths Rewards members get up to 25% of selected appliances until the 19th of June 2022. So what are you waiting for? You can shop this offer at Woolworths, available in-store, online, as well as on the app. 3 options, 3 ways to make magic, so go spoil your dad this Father's Day. Nice stuff, Clem. I love it.
Happy almost Father's Day.
Thank you. And this was mine, eh?
Go for it. Go for it.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. We're back to hit you right back in the fields with our father-daughter duo. That really did, I think, cause an emotional wave across the entire world. And before we dive back into their beautiful story, we've got another snippet of them in action, and they are performing one of my absolute favorite songs. Here is a snippet of their performance of Hallelujah.
strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty in the moonlight overthrew you.
She tied you to a kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. And from your lips she drew the hallelujah.
Goosebumps
Oh,
galore. We
man.
still have the father-daughter duo with us this morning. Are you guys still with us?
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Yeah.
You two are amazing. Imogen, after going viral, the two of you released an album titled Just Duet. Whose idea was to take this to the next step and create this song?
Well, I kind of think it was both of our ideas, but I'm going to give this one to Daddy because, I mean, I sing songs that I'm really, really like because then I eventually sometimes get tired of it. But Daddy was like saying that we should sing this song, we should record this song in our album, it will be so nice. So I agreed to it. And yeah, and I think it was a good idea of his.
A brilliant idea, and I think it was meant to be. And I think this has been an opportunity, Adrian, as a father, to just enrich your relationship. And I recently, well, I say recently, 2 years ago, became the dad to a daughter, and it's changed me in ways that I can't describe. How has this journey and the magic of being able to perform together, and I mean, both of you are so ridiculously talented, but there is this connection there that is palpable. How has this brought you guys closer together as a father and daughter?
It's been absolutely amazing because I think all too often as parents, we kind of do your parenting thing, and it's wonderful to see your children doing amazing things in the world. But when you actually part of a process working with them and you get to spend days working with your child, you learn, you connect with them in a very special way, and especially when they share a passion that you share, like music. And when your child shares that passion and it's something you can do together, I think music is very powerful. And to be able to connect, the natural love that a father has for his daughter with the magic of music, I think just is very, very special for me. And I'm immensely blessed. And there's not a day that goes by when I'm not grateful for this time that I have with her, because, time is fleeting and she's going to grow up and I'm not always going to have this opportunity. So I kind of make the most of every single moment I have where we can actually work together and produce music together, and touch people's lives as well. I think the privilege of the two of us being able to just have some sort of small impact, positive impact on people out there, I think gives you a renewed sense of purpose. And it's lovely to feel that you can actually contribute in some small way to society like that,
And you're doing just that. You're inspiring so many people to go out there, follow their dreams, be able to create this bond with their children. But we also know that on the 19th of June, you're hosting a Father's Day concert. 15% of the proceeds are going to a charity. Do you mind please letting our viewers know a little bit more about it?
Yes, well, we often perform on special occasions, and Father's Day is obviously a big one for the two of us together, and it's going to be online, so you can go to Adrian and Emma Jean Music, that's on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and you can find out more information there. It's donations, so people donate, we don't charge for that. And it's going to be streamed on the 19th, so people can watch that live stream concert. We're going to be donating 15% to Brainy Birds this time. We donate. We always like to donate to worthy causes and charities, and we're going to be donating to them this time because they really helped us find our bird when we lost our bird a while ago. We got an African grey. So And they do wonderful work in rehabilitating and helping to recover birds in the wild and lost birds and kind of rehabilitate them. So we're going to raise funds for them this time. So yeah, it would be wonderful if all of you guys out there could come and watch us on that concert. There's going to be some lovely, lovely songs, all those things like Hallelujah, some really good old favorites that people enjoy listening to. We're going to be doing on the 19th.
Yeah. We will bring the tissues. We will bring the tissues.
Yeah, I've got to say to the both of you, thank you for making all of us feel absolutely mundane and untalented, because you are so ridiculously talented. But you are inspiring dads out there to appreciate the time that they can spend with their children, especially with their amazing daughters. Adrian and Emma Jean, we know that you are not the son and granddaughter of Andrea Bocelli, but they would be proud to have you in their family. I'm going to proclaim that. We are going to be promoting you guys in whatever way you can, because you are doing something special. Enjoy every second that you can together. Thank you so much for sharing a part of your truly magical journey with us. We love you guys.
Bye.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for having us. It's been an absolute privilege to be on your show. We love your show. It's such fun.
Oh, man.
Oh, the talents. I almost feel like this is only the beginning for them. They are going to go bigger and better, and we can't wait to see where they're heading to next, putting South Africa on the map.
Oh, yes, indeed. Adrian and Emma are definitely a winning duo. And speaking of winning, one lucky viewer is about to walk away 2,500 Rand richer. Check it out.
Introducing new Panado Pediatric Syrup 5ml sachets. They're really convenient to pack and easy to use, so you're always prepared for pain and fever, anytime, anywhere.
Yes, you heard right, Mzansi. Now listen to this. Fathering is not something perfect men do, but rather something that perfects the man. I love that. And Panado is doing something special, and they are giving you the chance to win 2,500 Rand worth of cash. Yes, that's just pure cash in prizes every single day. Now just reply to our competition post on the Expresso Facebook and Twitter page and tell us about your phenomenal dad, or maybe even your husband. Now we have our second lucky winner on the line right now. For a drum roll, can we give a big congratulations to Lungani Ndawode! Yes, we got Lungani on the line. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, my brother. How are you?
I'm fantastic, man. I'm even happier because I get to award another winner today with a 2,500 Rand. But let's just go through what you commented on first. Now, you said the following. My father is a phenomenal dad due to the lessons that he has taught us. He's taught us the importance of love, respect, forgiveness, and how to equally treat every individual, regardless of their gender, race, religion, and age. Now, this to create and sustain peace and unity in our rainbow nation, using that hashtag Panado and that hashtag A Dose of Care. Lungani, man, how does it feel to be a winner?
Oh, it feels great, my brother. It feels great. It's been a while.
It does, man. But look, this is something that you absolutely deserve, especially after that beautiful message that you said to your dad. And we know that you no longer have your father with you, but how will you be celebrating the memory of your incredible father on this Father's Day?
Well, if he was still around, I would buy a shaving machine.
A shaving machine?
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Because he was a clean man.
Okay, well groomed as always. And I see you've taken note of that because you're following suit, I see. Dashing looks there, brother. But listen, what are you going to be doing with the prize money?
Well, with this prize money, I decided to buy my grandmother a heater because winter has landed.
Oh, Lungani, that is such a beautiful cause. Thank you, man, for spreading the love, spreading the heat as well for your family. And dude, I wish you nothing but a beautiful, beautiful day ahead. And maybe you can also be that fatherly figure for so many that might be in your life as well. But again, congratulations, man. And I wish you nothing but magic as you go celebrate and spend the 2,500 bucks that you've just won. Have a beautiful day, brother.
Thanks a lot, brother, man.
Oh, I love it. And I love the fact that it's going to such a good cause, like I said. And come on, they don't often require it, but it's always an honor to sing the praises of our heroes, and that being our dads. Now, stand a chance, of course, for yourself to be our next winner by entering our Panado's Father's Day competition. And if you're wondering how to do it, here's how. Check it out.
Celebrate our dads and win. Catch Expresso to stand a chance to win a 2,500 Rand cash prize from Panado each weekday morning from the 6th to the 16th of June. Tell us what the best thing that your dad or husband does that makes him a phenomenal dad. Don't forget to include the competition hashtag #ADoseOfCare. Each day's competition closes at 10 a.m. and T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.
One in two healthy South African women suffer from iron deficiency. Speak to your healthcare professional about getting tested and treated for iron deficiency. Brought to you by FerryMed.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, Mzansi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're celebrating everything fathers, celebrating G as well being back, and of course celebrating you for choosing to spend your day with us. Now, as much as everyone would love an hour to exercise, life itself can be grueling in addition to being a dad and all that it entails. So having just time to unwind, relax can be just as important for your mental and physical state as exercise can be. But when it does come to physical exercise, however, and working out, even just carving out 20 minutes in the day to do something can be of so much benefit to you. Now, if you are efficient with those 20 minutes, then you can definitely make the most of us. And here to take us through some of the most useful exercises that you can do as a dad is personal trainer Masi Matodlana in the building.
Yep.
Masi, brother, how you been, man? I've missed you, dude.
Nah, I missed you guys. It's been a while. It's great to be back on the Father's Day. Well, I'm a father of two too.
You're a father of two as well, right?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, obviously, you've had opportunities to be that inspiration for your kids.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that you also inspire them in the facets of health, because that's obviously important and it's a great thing to instill in your kids. So proud of you for doing that, man. And I'm hoping that you're trying, and you're doing the same from Zanzi. So what do you have for us today for those that don't have a lot of time but want to make the best bang for our buck? What exercises you got?
Today, we're going to do something totally different. We're doing a full body workout, but we're going to change it. So what we're going to do, we're going to do one main workout, one ab workout, all right, and with a slightly cardio.
Okay, nice.
Okay,
so
something
a little bit of
different.
everything.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So it's on a one go. So what we're going to start with, nice 10 push-ups.
Okay.
From the 10 push-ups, we're going to do nice sit-ups. We can also use the balls just to do a nice overhead sit-ups. And then after that, we do nice 10 jumping jacks.
Okay.
And we move to the next set.
Let's go straight into it, all right?
There we go.
We'll do this together.
All right.
Zanzi, here's your opportunity to join us. Get down on the ground. We're going in the push-up position.
Right.
How many reps are you
From
going
there,
for? 10 reps.
10
all right,
reps.
let's do
all
this.
Right, so let's go. One. Yes. Two. Come on, father.
Shake and bake. This is dad strength. Dad strength right here.
There you go. Put those kids on your back.
Yeah, man. And I'm sure
Last
for
two.
you, Masi, you need all the strength because some days it feels like you carrying the
one.
world on your shoulders as well, right?
There we go. All right, now we
10
change
push-ups
it.
done? Yeah.
Yes. Now we're moving to sit-ups.
So this is hitting the core.
There we go. We can use the ball. There we go. Let's
try that out.
Here, we just do a nice overhead sit-ups. Boom.
Whew. How many reps are you going for here?
We're going 10.
All right, Mzansi, I hope you're joining us right now. I hope you're getting some burn on. And
There we go.
those abs popping.
5 more.
Our second exercise.
4 more.
The
Yes.
first set, and then we move into
more.
something a little bit different.
There we go. 2 more.
Oh, the abs are burning now, Ben.
Ooh, last one. Boom.
Boom. I like that. All right.
So now we're
What's
moving
next?
to
Jumping jacks.
Jumping jacks. 10
Nice.
jumping jacks.
All right.
We only got 20 minutes.
Hey, I'm feeling a little bit of sweat coming on.
There we go.
All
I'm
right.
feeling hot.
Warm.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3,
This is normally during that cardio period is when I start to be a little bit quiet. That's when, you know, the heart's starting to pound and I'm hurting.
That was the first exercise. Now we're moving to the second one, which is we'll be doing nice squats, 10 squats, 10 mountain climbers, and we're back to jumping jacks.
Oh, we're moving this morning.
There we go.
All right, so you're starting off with squats, yeah?
Yes, there we go.
Yeah, 10 reps.
1. Let's go. Oh, my legs are burning.
Also feeling a bit of rust.
Arms. Let's go.
Woo.
Let's go.
Nice.
4. 5. Let's go.
We're working out here, people. We're burning, and I hope you're joining us too.
Let's go.
And this is how you start your day. This is how you keep calories burned and get shredded.
Yeah,
about dad strength. No more do we talk about dad bods.
All right.
It's a new dad bod in town.
All right. So now we're going to move to mountain climbers. I want 10 on each leg. So 1, 2, 3, but 10 on each leg.
Okay, so
that means we're doing 20 mountain
20 in total reps.
Okay.
Right, let's get straight
ready?
into it. I'm ready.
Let's go.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Keep fighting.
10.
Woo!
Well done.
Hey,
Back to jumping jacks.
Back to jumping jacks. Let's finish off nice and strong.
Okay.
We've got a nice snack waiting for us there. Extra incentive. Let's get into it. Let's finish off our reps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on, 10 more. Woo! Nice, brother. Absolutely loving it. That's how you earn your workout. That's how you
can
earn a
kill that
beautiful
20
snack like this. Fruits of the
There you
forest
go.
for you, man. Freshly served. Oh, you can grab that one there. Of course, Mzansi, I hope you absolutely love this one too. Earning the cals, earning the shred, earning that new style of dad bod. It's called Dad Strength, and I hope you enjoyed this one, brother. Thank you so much for coming through. To you and the rest of the family, wishing you nothing but love, of course, and for Father's Day, I hope you get spoiled, brother.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, Mzansi.
Thank you. Thank you, Mzansi.
Yep, it's called Man Muscle. Now that we've done the workout, let's treat Dad with an incredible treat.
So, we've had classic fashion from Timby, classic cars, thanks Chad, and we've seen classic hairstyles. And you, Michael? Classic.
A classic range from Clover. Timeless taste.
Made with love by Clover.
Yep, it is time to treat Dad with a classic that's added to a classic, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. So the simplest of classics like Malva pudding will never go out of style. Let's be honest, it's one of the most delicious puddings to ever exist, and today we're going to make it in cupcake form, bite-sized, if you will, served with a generous helping of Clover, classic custard for that timeless taste. Chef Afika is here to take us through what looks like it could be a crazy process, but you're going to simplify it for me, just for me. Of course it is for you. But I love this because it is something, it's quite novel. There's something really cute about it, and it is accessible. This is something that you can bake for Dad, and trust me, fathers will feel so special if you put in a little bit of effort. So let's go through the process here. How do we start when making these little Malva pudding cupcakes?
Okay, so first we add our sugar, and then we cream it with our eggs.
Okay.
Then you just whisk that up. Then you add our apricot jam, which is traditionally in the Malva.
Malva pudding,
Yeah.
I love that. And this is, I mean, it's a flavor profile just works.
Yeah.
So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but you can always level up. You can always improve on something, even a classic like this.
Okay, so we add our spread, melted spread. Then we add our milk, right there. Then we add our vinegar. Then you
Why do we
whisk
add the
that up.
vinegar?
So the vinegar works with the bicarb, and then it just gives that Malva a whole nice puff.
Oh, I love this. This is
Yeah.
where the science comes into
Yes.
it. And it is. Baking is a science, and that's why you've got to stick to the rules, but you can always improve on it, and you can add those little elements. And I think what I love about the Clover Classic Custard is that it is so versatile that you can use it for desserts like this. It's sweet, it's creamy, and it's absolutely delicious. And this always happens. You can just enjoy it on its own. I'm looking at my piping bag thinking how ridiculous it'll look if I pipe it directly into my mouth, but you're allowed to do that. You
Okay,
are,
so while I mix this up, you can just add our Clover Classic Custard in the piping bag.
Okay.
Okay. And then I will be adding my flour bicarb in here and just fold it up.
All right, and obviously you go according to how much you're going to use or how many cupcakes you're making.
Yes.
Go.
So we're just going to pipe this up right underneath
Okay.
our cake.
Do this without wasting too much. Well, I suppose if there's spillage, you just eat it up. Am I going inside?
Inside.
Okay. Oh,
There we go.
oh, yum.
And then obviously this
Beautiful.
goes into the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes at
Okay.
180 degrees.
All right. Is there a way that you know that it's done, that it's ready?
I would literally go with a cake tester, but you can just poke it if you're not scared to burn. You can just literally poke it, and if it's not soft,
Okay.
then you just know it's well done.
It's a little bit of buoyancy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just go on with the sauce.
And I mean, I would make enough to be able to have a tower
Yeah.
where the sauce can cascade and actually save that. So when you take it to Dad in bed, because this is how you're going to wake Dad up on Father's Day,
And then it's
have your
nice
tower
and
of
warm.
cupcakes, yeah, and you just let it ooze. You show him what you've done and let it cascade over. Absolutely delicious and beautiful. And I think the best thing about this is you can go in for one taste, and then you can go in for another, and you can just keep going.
Literally with a spoon.
With a spoon, absolutely delicious. Well, I'm going to give it a little bit of a nibble and a taste. I think I'm going to use the one that we've got freshly
And
made
also, if you're like a huge fan of the custard, you can literally add the custard on it also.
I'm going to do that because I am a huge fan. I'm going to just, because it looks so beautiful, add a little touch on top. And I did say that this is a bite size, so I suppose I've got to actually have the whole
Can
bite
give you-
size.
Okay.
Come on, you can do it. Okay, no, I'm not going to do that because it's not TV friendly.
Awesome.
I've still got to talk, man. It's more of a pudding.
Okay.
It is. But it's got so many kind of little flavor nuances there. It's the texture for me that makes it. And obviously the classic Clover custard really does bring it all together beautifully. It's not overly rich as well, which is quite nice. Also a little bit dangerous because I think you're going to think that you can have more than you can actually have. But you're allowed to because it's Father's Day. Afika, you've been amazing today.
Thank you.
To watch your journey in chefdom has been amazing. You're destined for great things.
Thank you so much.
But thank you for being so proudly South African in the way that you carry yourself as well. You're a gem. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. She is destined for greatness, this one. And you too could be as well. So with Clover Classic, you stand a chance of winning your share of, get this, 500,000 Rand in prizes. What you got to do is buy any Clover Classic custard dairy snack, fat spread or mayonnaise, and then WhatsApp that till slip of your purchase to 074 909 0000. And you can find all the terms and conditions on clover.co.za. Classic, timeless taste. And if you missed any of those steps for this recipe, here is a quick blow-by-blow. Okay, I'm going to do the rest. On.
Made with love by Clover. Only you can make my day.
everybody, wrapping up the show this morning is the man who has been entertaining us all morning and exposing us to a different type of hip-hop music. It's Boot the Legend. He's here to perform one final time this morning with a track entitled Kadala.
Yeah.
Kadala, what you must.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Let's do it. Yeah, this is a love song, heartbreak type of song. No, I'm sure a lot of people can relate. I hope a lot of people can relate. The name of the song is called Gosa Sohlukana, by the way, which means when we broke up. Not Tikala, but Gosa Sohlukana, when we broke up. So I'm just like taking through a story. Whoa. Look, hey. Ngosa sohlukana kwakudala kodwa ndifuna nokuxoka ndisakuthanda ngokuyena zazitsala ndisakhapha ndandingenayo nemoto yokukulanda kodwa zange wandiposa undibamsandla ezintwana zinemoto zikufuna apha kodwa zange wandiposa undibamsandla ezintwana zinemoto zikufuna apha I just hope you're doing well in this life thing cause I'm also doing well in this life thing used to hug you when you cry but we're fighting kwakulula ukuthanda cause you like me way before nigga chance knew you like me. What we as in the John and your lighting. Used to hate you when you ground, you be lightning. But in cause you teta now, can you bet chilled? Baby, who am I made like a matches? Each of chill and the manches. When you busy going, you excite me. When you busy going, you excite me. Why you always gotta fight, class a party? Which is way easier, papa, gas tandy. Vela funo fucking bomb, gas bambi. But it chongu let you me like a Nandi. Wow. But you chongu let you me like a Nandi. Yeah. But you chongu let you me like a Nandi. But you chongu let you. Yeah. Chongu let you. Yeah. Uti. Yeah. Look. Yeah. Ngosa sohlukana kwakudala kodwa ndafunda lukhulu anzukhatha inhliziyo ilihlwili kunzimlala nandicinga amaxesha indim nawe wandiphatha okwenkosi okweqhawe babesithi sode siyeke mabasincame low key sasicinga sode sitshate sasisithi uthando solusixake I just hope you're doing well in this life thing cause I'm also doing well in this life thing I never treat you like boy side chick introduce you to my gang baby my clique when you top satisfy me and the thing you gonna chair as a side thing and the phone no go talk baby me and the phone no go talk baby me I ignore the slide thing but babies no go talk say they love me you will let me out just in like bill after that I take you out by a McD I ignore the signs when you drifting then I never really thought you'd be drifting used to get up when you call when you miss me I wouldn't wanna you would hug and you kiss me yeah I wouldn't wanna you would hug and you kiss me. Wow. I wouldn't wanna you would hug and you kiss me. Wow. Yeah. I wouldn't wanna you would. I wouldn't wanna you would. For sure. Ngosa sohlukana kwakudala kodwa ngokusachintsha sibadala really broke us salimala and the futhi ke zange ndalibala I just hope you're doing well in this life thing cause I'm also doing well in this life thing I just hope you're doing well in this life thing cause I'm also doing well in this life thing wow I just hope you're doing well in this life thing wow cause I'm also doing well in this life thing wow I just hope you, yeah. I just hope you, yeah. Routine, for sure, okay. Routine, okay. For sure, okay.
For when it's chilly or rainy or just for the sake of it, here's the toastiest ways of keeping winter at bay, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.